Tom Grossi's in the building.
I do hate the Vikings.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions got Brian Branch. Packers could have had Brian Branch.
Mahomes just fires it and intercepted! P for the D! Going deep for it, going for it all. Caught! And nobody's there! Run! What happened, Bears? What happened? Who would have thought?
I know. Look at us.
Quick throw. Oh! Yes! No!
Let's make some noise.
He's gotta go finish the story.
Oh my God.
Wait, he caught that? This game is on drugs.
Sorry, Wildflower just must have inhaled too much.
Wide right again? Why would you do this, scriptwriter? Half a freaking frackin' million people. We raised $500,000.
The NFL Fan of the Year is Green Bay Packers fan Tom Grossi.
It's frickin' time.
Grossi Posse Nation, welcome to an episode of a podcast where you don't know Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. It's frickin' Friday night. Grossi, come on, baby. Let's go. It's Friday night. It's the first Friday in May. It's gonna be May, and that means it's time for some Q&A. Oh, we here. How we doing? How are we doing? Goku with a $5. It's Friday. You know what that means. That's right. We here, baby. We are frackin' here. Oh, it's been a week. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a month. It's been a year. It's been a lifetime. Been a lot. But vitamin may or may not have been consumed. We're rocking Fitzgerald Tour, loving the Punk Drew rivalry. I cannot wait for Punk to be back. It is, oh man, it's gonna be the summer of that. That's the perfect SummerSlam feud. It's gonna be so good. Hey, with a fire, how long till Caleb Williams ends up in Pittsburgh like Trubisky and Fields? God, I hope it's in 4 years, and then I hope he does really well there. I hope he just does. I hope he has a great career, just not with the Chicago Bears. So we'll see. All-purpose yards, I think Jacob's gonna have probably around maybe like 1,100, something like that. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, what games are on tonight? Not the Bucks. Oh no, I'm still upset. Favorite basketball team? Milwaukee Bucks. There you go. The Milwaukee Bucks. And now I just get to watch with no vested interest. Just like hockey. That's it. Pacers. Yeah. Dude. I just wanted to see Giannis and Dame together. I just wanted to see it. I also really just wanted to go to another Bucks playoff game, but it's been a while. I do watch soccer, usually just the World Cup, though. Anthony and $5. Caleb and Rome are coming. You've been warned Green Bay and the rest of the NFC North bear down. I heard that when Justin Fields got drafted, too. He never beat us. But I think, again, Caleb Williams going into the best situation possible. The best Chicago Bears team that, they've had in the past few years. Greg with a $5. Over under 10 fumbles for the first 20 Marshawn Lloyd touches. I think under. Okay, way under. I know. Pay-per-view tomorrow from Lyon, France. It's gonna be good. Wow, if they tour dumplings or wontons. Ooh, dumplings, maybe. Never thought about that before. Yeah, I guess dumplings. I guess. In a week, I plan on taking your suggestion, consuming vitamins, listening to Sugar Roll. Let's go! Yes. It's a phenomenal time. Lux with day tour. Let's go Vegas for once. Go Stars. Ooh, is that tonight? And listen, I've been watching some playoff hockey. It's been good. David with a $5. Happy frackin' Friday, Tom. Thoughts on what the Bucks should do from here? Have their star players not get injured. That's pretty much it. I mean, if Dame and Giannis are there, I think it's a different series, but, you know, you can't plan for that. So that's super duper unfortunate. So I wonder if they're going to limit how much they play next year. We'll see, like during the regular season. I would fire. Miami gets OBJ and the Bills get Chase Claypool. Seriously? Yeah, Chase's stats equal Gabe Davis other than yardage and OBJ's getting old. Yeah, I would. If I'm a Bills fan, I am putting zero stock in Chase Claypool, and I mean absolute zero. And then, yeah, OBJ I think is a very solid QB, wide receiver 3. I think could be really good for that role behind Tyreek Hill, behind Waddle. Could be fun. Could be fun because he was solid. Like he wasn't god awful. He was solid with the Ravens. It wasn't like the worst. Rachel, I don't know what's happening to me, but after the Royals game in Detroit, I kind of want to go to another Royals game. Baseball is fun. Hey, enjoy it. Why not? Why not? And plus, you got to enjoy it, you know, before the Chiefs are no longer in that stadium. Sorry, I had to. They're technically right across the street. It was in the same complex. Richard Turk, Claypool to my Bills. Can we say open comp? Yeah, it was. That was a decision. That was. I don't anticipate a lot being done. Tommy, NHL Stanley Cup. Let's see. Winner prediction. Big love, Tom. Hey, big love. Ooh. I mean, the Rangers, they swept, right? And they're number 1. So, like, they look good. Can't put it past the Avs, though. Say maybe the Avs or the Rangers. We'll see. Look, Winter, hopefully all goes well. See you on the 29th. Let's go. Did a bunch of that today. A bunch of planning. So, yeah, hopefully on Monday, everything is going to get squared away in terms of the flights. And then it's going to be a bunch of places already have kind of been marked. So I'm hoping that by the end of next week, I'll be able to put out a video where I can confirm times and, you know, dates and locations for everything. I'm hoping. It's been a lot of planning for this one. A lot of planning. Nick went fire. Last Sunday was the anniversary of Brian Branch and Jameson Williams being drafted by the Lions. Happy Thomas Suffering Day. Yep. It's a day that happens every year. Got with a $200. What happened? Injuries happened. Matthew with a 10. Tom, what do you think of the 3 veteran players the Bills got on Friday? I also hate the fact that OBJ went to the Dolphins. Tom, when's the NFL schedule coming out? I need to know. The rumor is that it's going to be coming out next week. That is the tentative rumor. It might be next Thursday when it's coming out. And yeah, like I said about Chase Claypool, I'm not terribly excited. OBJ, again, I think a very solid wide receiver 3 for what they need him for. But I wouldn't be like overly concerned. You still got to worry about Tyreek Hill and Waddle. Jet with a 5-2. Tom, hope you're well. Plans for 5 and 10 are coming together. Please promise me you'll never get in a rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. No, because I know better. I would never get into a rap battle with Kendrick Lamar. No, never. He would say one verse, and I'd be like, you know what, guys? I'm out. I've made a terrible mistake. I'm sorry. And who's that? Is it J. Cole? Who's the rapper who like dropped out in the beginning of this beef and was like, you know what? No, I don't want to play. He did well. He did the smart thing. He got away with it. He's like, you know what? We're not gonna touch this. We're gonna go away and yeah. We're gonna yeah. It was J. Cole. Yeah. J. Cole, and everyone was like, oh, bowing out. He's like, I'm sorry, I made a terrible mistake. And now, after Kendrick Lamar has dropped back to back, oh yeah. Bail at a 5. Howard, I think definitely sandbag the wrestling scriptwriter. I think he's working for the NFL secretly. That's what I'm saying. Turning those lights on and off. Also, okay. I know I say this pretty often when it comes to scripted, but legit, I think that was like one of, if not the best one I've ever done. It took 2 days to do. I took a day just to write it and then just to film it and edit and all that great stuff. But that came out so good. That came out so well. So well. Die with a fitty! Boop for the kitty. Okay, let's be real. The NFC North will be a dogfight this year, but odds are the Bears and the Purple Devils will fight it out not to be last while the Lions and Pack fight for number 1. I see nothing but truth there. I see nothing but truth. And it's going to be interesting with the Vikings, with J.J. McCarthy, because I definitely think he needs some time to develop. I'm curious to see how quickly they throw him into the fire. They're probably going to see how he looks in camp and stuff like that. But if he could come out and start and look pretty good, I mean, they have a roster that's talented enough to compete. Defense should be a little better too. I hate the fact that they got Dallas Turner, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of unknowns with the Vikings and the Bears right now. Appreciate you, Terry. Not for clickbait, though. Kevin, thanks for the memberships. I appreciate you. Thank you, and thank you. Rachel, Would fire you threaten them leaving, but they would most likely move right up the freeway from me. So there. Hey, then it works out. For Rachel, at least. Joseph, who's your early projected winner for the NFC North? The Green Bay mother-loving Packers. I think it's between the Lions and the Packers, like Terry said. The Lions, I think, have a little bit of an advantage, just because I think right now, like, there's still a couple question marks about the Packers. I don't think there's too many holes, but it's like, okay, well, now can last season's success, especially at the end of the season, can that be replicated? So I know the Lions will have a little bit of a tougher schedule because they won the division, but I think it's between those two. I'd give this slight edge to the Lions, but I would not be surprised, and I will, of course, be rooting for the Packers, too. That's what I imagine. Matt Whitaker, the Cardinals playoff contenders down? No. Will they beat the Bears this season? Yes. I bet a coworker, Bears fan, on that loser buys and wears the opponent's first-round jersey. Good bet. It depends when you're playing them. If the Cardinals are playing them early, I like that bet. If Caleb Williams has some time and like starts looking good near the end of the season, but Kyler early has that veteran experience, yeah, I think that's a good bet. I think so. Niche with a $5. For the Minnesota teams, you hate the Wild Wolves, Twins, or just the Vikings? Just the Vikings. No, it's just the Vikings. I have enough hate in my heart just for them. Sean, glove of the international tour, won $50 from Luke for a bet, so thank you. Nailed it. Vehicle at a fire, been waiting all day for the stream to ask a question, and finally be here, and I forgot my question. Don't worry, we're gonna be streaming for a while. We're gonna be streaming for a while. Don't you worry. Finn, what payment do you require for us to see the scriptwriter conference? Now, there's no confirmation, but if any of you have been here for a hot minute, and you know about the sagas, you know about Coach, and of course the lore, there's lots of things that I put into my videos that are intentional, that maybe foreshadow things that are going to occur. And let's just say, while nothing to be confirmed, have I maybe thought about doing a scriptwriter saga? Maybe. But hey, we're not getting ahead of ourselves. I gotta go international first, then we gotta finish Coach before we get to anything. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and then we start getting into other sports, and the whole door is open. SX with a $5. Rest of scriptwriter had me rolling. Some of your best work yet. I appreciate you. Listen, I roused the lungs. That was so much fun to do because I got to combine football, which obviously I love, and I got to combine wrestling, which I also love. So, 10 out of 10. Cecilia with a hundo! Whoop, whoop. Come on, KGM. We're streaming. Gotta look good. Happy Friday night, Tom. How is Dash doing? Ordered my first NFL jersey this week, and it's Javon Bullard. Ooh, great choice. Hell yeah, Cecilia. Moosey's doing all right. So, finally took him to the vet in case you're not all caught up with the Moosey saga. So, Dash, my love, my darling, he started limping right before the Super Bowl, his back left leg. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe he just like jumped off the couch. He's fallen down the stairs before because he's a bit clumsy. And I was like, okay, maybe he just hurt himself for like a hot minute, what have you. And it didn't really go away when I got back. And I was like, okay, so I took him. I got COVID, and then right after I was done with COVID, my first thing I did was literally take Dash to the vet. So I took Dash to the vet, and they're like, okay, here's some anti-inflammatory, use this for like a week and a half, see what happens. He goes on that. He definitely starts walking better, not fully gone. He gets off that, starts limping again. Okay. Bring him back. They do x-rays. They see some arthritis in both knees, but they don't see anything crazy. They give me more anti-inflammatories. He's better on that again. Then they try the tick route. They tested him for ticks. It was fine. Nothing there. Then they gave him like a antibiotic or whatever it was, just in case it was a tick thing. That wasn't it. He was only on for 4 days. And I was like, it's not making any improvement. No point in giving him medicine that he doesn't need. And then I basically just got more anti-inflammatory because I don't want him to be in pain because he's still limping. And so then I just went to a specialist. I was recommended by my primary vet to go. So drove there the other day. What was it? Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. Went there the other day, and the internal medicine doctor was like, okay, like I'm more of the person of like if it's like rheumatoid arthritis in dogs, whatever. But thankfully, the surgeon was there as well and felt his joints and felt his legs. And they're like, oh yeah, like it's a partial tear. So it's a partial tear in his left. They think there's a potential one in his right. If he completely tears it, he won't be able to put any weight on it. And so because of that, we would then need to get surgery. So I was like, okay, so like, what do we need to do? And like, I want to make sure he's just not in pain. I don't want that. So they gave me a cocktail of things. There are supplements in there. There's painkillers in there. There's anti-anxiety medication, which he has not taken because it's only if he really needs it or if I do. Still on the Rimadol, which is the anti-inflammatory. And he basically has to be on bed rest for like 3 months, which is rough. It's a bit of a time. So thankfully, he's still on the Rimadol, the anti-inflammatory. So he's been walking better. But I really can't have him do like anything. So I have to like pick him up if we like are going to the couch. I can't really take him out for walks except just to go to the bathroom and come back in. They're like, you have to potentially crate him or like put him in a room. And I was like, he will lose his mind if I do that. So thankfully, like we've already been doing this for the past couple months where he's kind of been a little bit on bed rest. So he's not really doing a whole lot. He's sleeping right now on the couch, which I lifted him up on. So yeah, it's a process, but I mean, I've unfortunately had experience with Sinclair when she had the cancer removed from her leg and she was on bed rest for like 3 months. So, it's just got to hope that it heals. It's going to be slow. He's on all the medication that he needs and hopefully are going to avoid surgery. So yeah, it's a lot, but as long as my boy, okay. Richard Turk, Caleb's too obvious. You see, is the Stroud type this year. I can see Jane Daniels having a year. I'm curious to see behind that offensive line, but I want to see Jaden Daniels play. May too, if the Patriots look all right. Zan, if I my softball and baseball team are losing, can't see my friends because the semester ended. Please praise the Saints 2024 draft picks. Hey, I actually really like the Saints draft. And plus, they have the benefit of being in the same division as the Falcons. But going off, get one of the best offensive linemen right off the bat, I think it's exactly what they needed to do. I still... Listen, like Derek Carr, not really the answer. Taysom Hill's not going to be really the answer either, but I think they'll at least be competitive this year. So they'll be competing for the division potentially, which depends on what the Bucks and Falcons do. Sam, Tom, excited 28 days till our family trip to Boston. We're going to Foxborough to see the Patriots Hall of Fame and 2 games at Fenway on the 4th and 5th. Oh, hell yeah. Tell the Patriots to said hey. Gee, happy Friday from the woods. First camping trip of the season. Got the fire going, but failed backing the camper into the site so hard. Oh, no. Hey. I haven't been camping in a long time. It's been a while. It's been too long. I'd like to go camping again. Bailey would enjoy it, by the way. Bailey would fire. Glad we have the Falcons to replace the missing void of dumb picks by the Raiders and Giants. Fair. Steph saying, I thought about having a life tonight and going to the Reds game. Mother Nature said that was a dumb idea, so we here. We here now. Now we here. Now we are here. Game. I hate myself, but Tom Grossi is an epic YouTuber. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. Rose! We're at 2. Our Firebirds up 2-0. Let's freaking fracking go. Come on now. Come on. Monkey with a 5er. What's the best way to meet people when you're afraid of people? It's like anything. It's practicing anything. It's just slow integration. Just like going out and kind of just, whether it's a bar, whether, or museum, kind of whatever your flavor is. And be like, hey, what I like to do, this is the kind of place I want to be around people. It's just slowly but surely, just getting more used to it. That's it. It's like anything. It's public speaking, same exact thing. That's what I ran public speaking club. I used to be terrified of public speaking. I became a teacher, so obviously I got over it. But yeah, it's just constant over and over again. I don't know. Thanks for the dollar. Appreciate you. Tom with a fire. Was waiting for my Tom Grossi Finn signing OBJ reaction. After 2 hours, got mad. By the time I got off work, realized, yeah, not a big deal. Go Finn, go. I thought about it today. I just honestly kind of got wrapped up in trying to plan for the international stuff. And I didn't think it was like that major enough to be like, I could have, but I would have just been making fun of Chase Claypool to the Bills. They're like, I wanted that. Wookie with a fire. Aloha, Tom. Life's been busy. Just moving my wife. Let's go. More updates to come, but life is good. Hell yeah, baby. Go Pack, go. Draft thoughts? Very happy with the draft. Very, very happy with the draft. Packers basically addressed almost every single position in need except corner, but Matt LaFleur even came out today and said that Eric Stokes is night and day from where he was last year, which I hope so because he played like 1 game last year. But yeah, no, I'm very, very happy with it. Tay! I had you clickbait because you guys made Perna watch 3.5 hours of Swift. He needed a break from punishments. Plus, had to celebrate the Lions jumping the pack again. Of course. Of course. Patrick, what a fire. So now I have to ask the question. Who was your favorite wrestler when you were growing up? Also, things we do for the puppers. Things we do for the puppers, indeed. It was Bret the Hitman Hart. I really liked Shawn Michaels, too, which is why it was conflicting for me. But yeah, Bret the Hitman Hart, because he's the best there is, the best there was, and he'll always hate Goldberg. Samuel, with 20 random question. What's your favorite songs do you think does the best job at painting a mental picture through its lyrics? You can name the first song that comes to mind if that's too hard to answer. Ooh! That's a great question. The first one that comes to mind is Movement by Hozier. Yeah. Hero of War, Rise Against does a really, really nice job with that too. Because it literally like spells it out what's happening. Narrates what's happening. But yeah, I would say Movement from Hozier. It is a very like, I always picture like dancing and stuff, and it's nice. It's nice. I don't know, Tour. Packers got deleted. Who would you cheer for? The Comet. That's it. Some with a Tour. Do you think Kale would be better QB than Love? Damn, it's a THAN. Because you're comparing. But could he? Sure. But just like everybody in the draft, nobody knows. Ace with Fire. Join late. What are your backlash quick picks? Also thoughts on the Bucks getting bounced. Any knowledge of Melfar? I don't know about Melfar. Oh. Are you related? Congrats? Maybe? I don't know. Backlash. Bucks I'm very upset about. I want Damon Giannis just to be healthy so we can see what we actually have. Backlash, I think the only thing that's really changing is the tag titles. They'll probably put them on Jade and Bianca. I think Bailey's going to retain. Cody's going to retain. Damian Priest is definitely going to retain. So I think it's, I'm curious to see the AJ Styles Cody match. I hope they let him work. I really hope they do. Ghost went up, Benny! Boop, with the kitty. Packers win. Week 9 final. Let's go. Rams 3, Packers 9. It was an ugly game, but it's a win nonetheless. Cue the chant. Let's go, baby. Finally. I feel like it's been a while. It's been a while. Come on now. Come on. Hell yeah. All right, Packers back on. Hey, back up. Hey, back up. Hope we're doing well, Ghost. Taylor, thanks for the membership. Logan, Mr. Grossi has won more Super Bowl rings than the Bears, the Lions, and the Vikings. These are just the facts. They are. These are the facts. They are. They are. Ghost, week 10 is Pittsburgh against the Steelers. I mean, Packers, I assume. Good news, Love is back for that game. Now I've been a member 17 frickin' months. 17. Just like Devontae Adams. V-Man went to tour. Hey, Tom, 2 days away from trip to San Juan. Hey, enjoy it. Enjoy. Bailey with a fire. Should stop making draft pick videos. The Lions will take your favorite players, right? I'm telling you, we're at the point where I'm pretty sure the Lions like might be just, all right, let's just see who Tom wants. They just head over to the stream real quick. Is there proof that proves otherwise? Vehicle went up, Benny! Boop! For the kitty. Saying, hey, at least the Packers beat the 49ers in the draft. True. We apparently have an obsession with drafting a running back in the 3rd round every year, plus with reaching wide receiver picks. Hey, you had to make up for the Seahawks not drafting a running back in the 2nd round this year. So that's their tradition. Yeah, interesting draft for the 49ers. I don't hate it. I mean, I think their offense is still going to be really, really good. Just like a bit odd, I would say. I'm still curious because I don't think they're going to move anybody. Like Ayuk and Samuel, like they're not going to move them. At least I don't think they are unless they get like an insane deal for next season. So, appreciate your vehicle. Vision with a fire. Tom, do you know when the schedule release is? Hope the Lions get a division rival for week 1. I believe, I have no inside information, but based off timing, and the NFL released like a video today, but they didn't give the date. I think it's next week. At the latest, it's going to be in 2 weeks. Taylor with a fire. Tom, did you catch footage Packers rookie minicamp? Makes me happy to see Packers players on the practice field. Oh, I did. I heard Cooper make a one-handed grab for an interception. Come on now. Richard at fire. Tom, Bill's getting a lot of heat, but I still see us winning the division. Only viable threat is Jets with Rodgers before he coming off his injury. Thoughts? Yeah, I think the Patriots will be better this year. I don't think they'll be competing for the division though. I could very well be wrong, but I don't think they will be. The Dolphins, I need to like have that proof from the Dolphins because this happened last year too. Like I was hard on the Dolphins and I was like, hey, like I'm kind of over it now. Like I'm done. Like they're supposed to be so good, right? And it was kind of like the Jaguars. And every single week I was like, oh, where's this offense? Where's this offense? And now, of course, Miami just got the injury bug and lots of other things that not necessarily was in their control. But the Dolphins have on paper the personnel to compete. I know this free agency was not kind to them, and they lost some major pieces, but I still think there's enough weapons on that offense for them to be really, really good. The Jets, I would agree, I think are the biggest challenge right now as a division rival because they have a good team around Aaron Rodgers. And, you know, while their record wasn't anything impressive last year, like, I mean, they were still solid, you know, like on defense. So I think if the offense is better, which it should be just with Rodgers being healthy, yeah, they're going to be a tough team to beat. Mostly because even if Rodgers is a little slow out of the gate, you still have that defense, which is really good. Raymond with a 15. Hope Dash has a speedy recovery. My dog had to get surgery for a herniated disc on his neck a month ago, and he's getting better every day. Hey, glad to hear the pupper's doing well. Yeah, it's stressful, man. It's freaking fracking stressful. But as long as he's okay. And that was my biggest thing, because like they wanted to put him on that tick medication while I was in Iceland, but they're like, you need to watch him. And I was like, no, like, let's just do the anti-inflammatory until I get back. Like, give me another thing of that so he's at least comfortable. So, yeah, he's definitely, he's putting a little bit more weight on it. But again, like, I'm also having him sleep a lot. So, kind of just trying to keep him calm. Ancho with a $5. Tom, Packer from Newcastle, UK here. Please say you choose Newcastle as your soccer team. Tune, and go Pack go. Like Looney Tunes? I don't know anything about them. Is this going to get me punched in the face when I go to the UK because I picked the wrong team? Come on, I don't want to get punched in the face. I'm not in the mood for it. I don't want to. Beast! What if Jeff Halfley kind of sucks? Please, God, no, I can't take any more awful defense from us losing playoff games. I'm okay, totally okay. Yeah, we're totally okay. He needs to be. Yeah, no, please just have a good defense. Bailey at a fire. Was watching the 03 NFL draft and hearing how Palmer already signed his rookie deal for the draft is crazy. Won't see that again. Yeah, I know. That was back in the day. He had like that number 1 overall pick. Just, yep, done. Richie Atur, thoughts on Keon Coleman? He's a character but humble. I think he's a talented player, and I am not surprised that the Bills Mafia has already fallen in love with him because just his press conference alone was just incredible. And I have listened to a few interviews of his, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's going to be fun. So if he can back up any of his play, yeah, he's going to be fun. And I think maybe a little bit of refreshment from other wide receiver personalities that you have had in the past. One guy to fire, putting your disdain aside, what are your honest thoughts on J.J. McCarthy? Also, the Timberwolves somehow advanced. This hasn't happened since 2004. I know, at least one team knows how to win in Minnesota. For J.J. McCarthy, I think he could be a very talented quarterback. I think going to Minnesota, and Minnesota obviously was trying to trade up, I think when you draft him there, let me put it this way. I think if Kirk Cousins, let's just say, had like another year on his contract, and this might sound obvious, I don't think they take J.J. McCarthy. I don't know if JJ was particularly their guy, just because I think he's going to have a tough time starting right away, just from maybe not as much experience. So I think that he can be good. I think he would just benefit significantly from sitting. Now, you do have Sam Darnold. I am going to laugh a little bit. You do have Sam Darnold, so you can start him first, and I would think it'd be a good idea to actually start Darnold first just to see how J.J. McCarthy does. But if he lights it up in camp, then, you know, you rock out. That's it. ZJ saying, how are you, Tom? Hope the pupper heals. Watch anything good recently? Anybody someone who's graduating high school in a month as a former teacher? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Watch the Shogun was amazing. Shogun was so good. Oh, yes! Yes! I watched Fallout. I did. I watched it. I watched a whole bunch of it last night. I finished it. That was really damn good. I mean, listen, Goggins is like one of my favorite actors ever since Justified. So like, I love him in everything. So I'm just happy that he got that role and he absolutely crushed it. But it was pretty damn good. I was really happy with it. I was entertained. All the storylines are interesting. So yeah, I really, really liked Fallout. Any advice someone graduating high school? It depends on how involved you were in high school. A lot of people that I know, or knew, I should say, thought high school was the end-all, be-all, and then kind of try to continue that in college. If you're going to college or you're going to the workforce, you don't have to be who you were in high school. That's good. That's good. Rator, my Bears finally being smart. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't like it, though. I don't like it. Or I would have fired. Damn! NFL draft tricked me. I had no idea the Lions and Packers were targeting Arnold. Oh, he's taking my players. They're taking my players. Darth! Hey, Tom. Thoughts on tonight's SmackDown episode from Lyon, France for Backlash. Tomorrow also there's possibly wrestling reaction streams. I don't know. I'm still planning for tomorrow, and I'm also like prepping for some videos. I don't know if I'll stream. I'll see how the day goes. Maybe a reaction video. That would be pretty cool. I'm super excited because the fans seem to have been awesome. Because I saw like some clips from SmackDown because it was taped earlier. And the crowd's like reactions and just even with like the press conference that they had. Yeah. I think that crowd shows up tomorrow night, which I think, or tomorrow afternoon. I think they will. It's going to be dope. Come on, here. Travis and fire like Thanos. The Chiefs are inedible. Chiefs Kingdom, and have a Guinness for me in the UK. Inject. Still laughing at the Falcons pick. Also, Tom, I should get a tornado in your honor later this month, 14/21. Oh. All right. All right. You stay safe, though. Jester! With 20. Tom, running a fantasy football team, my grandfather. We're discussing roster moves right now. We have Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Zamir White, and Achan. What do we do because cap space? Can you just get rid of Zamir White? Yeah, get rid of Zamir White. I mean, Achan should do well, right? I mean, I'm assuming Jonathan Taylor should do well, and I think Josh Jacobs could be used a ton, especially in the beginning. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Inject fire. Finally got around to watching Cowboy Bebop. I know, but yeah, my God, so good. I actually have not seen it. I have not. BT Tour, you're a beer guy, but what's your favorite cocktail? Ooh. Probably Jameson Ginger and Lime. Yeah. Throw some JMO whiskey in there. Give me some ginger ale. Throw some lime in there. I'm happy. I appreciate the tornado naming after. I appreciate that. For the tribal chief, of course. Also, it's going to be a longer Q&A tonight, because why not? Why not? Let's crack open the good beer. Let's do it. Okay. Let's crack this open here. Bo's Hose or, ooh, the Nixie Chicks. Oh, like the Dixie Chicks. Oh, that's pretty good. Ooh. Both of those are pretty good. Those are both really good. You know what? I think either one, you rock. I like the Dixie Chicks reference, though. Steph with fire, discovering that Peacock has every episode of Raw, SmackDown, and all the pay-per-views from my childhood made my month. Now I can get back into it. Let's go. Yeah, I think they're like a month behind. I think that's it, though. That's it. Vehicle tour. What about a Paloma? Like a Mezcal Paloma? I'm not a big Mezcal fan. I don't drink a ton of hard liquor. It just never really was my thing. I told you the first time like I ever really had alcohol, I had 10 shots of tequila mixed with like Sunny D chasers, and it was one of the last times I ever drank tequila. I actually had tequila. That's a lie, because was it tequila? I think it was. When I was at that YouTube event on Monday, they had margaritas as like one of the drinks, and I was like, do you have beer? And they're like, no. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. And it was like with tea or something. And I was like, all right, why not try it? And that had tequila, and that was pretty good. So I take that. Neo to 10. Been back home early from Japan trip due to dad health issues. Oh, okay. Thankfully he's doing better. But now I really look forward to checking out Kyoto, hopefully next year. Okay. I'm sorry that you had to come home early from the trip, but all right. Dad's good. Family's good. That's the most important thing. Most important thing. Yes. I hear awesome things. JT, yes, I'll stream and rewatch the entire GCU probably when I get back from the international stuff. So it's probably going to be, that last video should be, I think it's a Sunday. It's June 9th, I think. So, yeah, probably later. Give me like a week, and it'll probably be after that, because I got to get started on coach. One guy to fire. Raiders wanted Michael Penix. According to Sean Payton, the Vikings, Broncos, and Raiders were eyeing different QBs. Kaylee, you got some great mods who have done such amazing chaotic good the last 2 weeks. Hope you, the Mons, the zoo, and the community are doing well. Praise Mons, praise them! Hope you're doing well, Kaylee. Hope you're crushing. We just talked about the ordeal of Mr. Dash. Oh, Mr. Dash, my boy. Did you see Aaron Jones' number was given away? I did. So is Devontae Adams, too. So, Tim with a fire. Delirium beers are crazy expensive around me. How much did you pay for those, and are they worth it? What's the beer like? Yes, they are. They're expensive everywhere, though, because they're also imported. So, like, Delirium is probably, no, it's not even probably. Delirium is the most expensive beer I buy, and I don't buy it very often. Like, maybe, like during football season, I'll have a little bit more, but like once every, it could be like 4 months. Just because it's like $26, $27 for a 4-pack, which is like, that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Now, I will say it is a really, really good beer. If you haven't drank like this style of beer, it's a Belgian type of beer, then it's gonna taste a little funky for you, but it is very, very good. It is very, very good. If you have an opportunity to like try one, it's worth it. It's worth it. Justify, last time I had tequila, I may or may not have ended up in the hospital later that night. Tequila was not my friend. It was not my friend. Samuel with a hundo! Sam, as a teacher, what advice would you give to someone who isn't a teacher, but is thrust into the role unexpectedly and or temporarily? For example, I work as an invasive plant species manager and have had to teach my coworkers what certain plants look like. Ooh, that's okay. So the spark notes of being a teacher to a non-teacher who now has to be a temporary teacher. Got it. That's a great question. Okay, so I think the number one most important thing, and obviously this varies with age, I would say this applies, I mean, it worked with my freshmen. So like, I would say from high school and up. So high school all the way into adulthood, whether it's post-college, college, what have you. I think establishing a layer of respect that you are showing to the students, whether those are full-blown adults or whether those are high school students, just like say like, hey, there's a mutual like respect here, right? We're in this power dynamic where like I am seen as, oh my goodness, you're the teacher, which a lot of kids, especially like nowadays too, will come in, they don't respect it like they used to in terms of like, oh man, a teacher yelled at me, I'm so upset. That's not really there anymore. And going into college, I knew that wasn't really there anymore. So just having that basic respect outlined, explained to them, and then also saying like, I'm also here to help you, right? Here's what we're doing. Like, I'm trying to do this, and this. This is information that you need. You do what you want with it. But like, this is what I'm doing. So I think especially if you're like teaching adults, there needs to be that level of respect because you will have adults be put into a situation and then somebody all of a sudden is telling them what to do. And they're automatically, a bunch of them are going to question that and be like, who are you to tell me X, Y, and Z? And you have to establish like, hey, listen, I know this information. This is why I'm telling you. It's going to help you. And that's teaching. So I hear you. Lucky to Friday, our favorite WrestleMania time. Binging all the WrestleMania papers on Peacock, and so far, WrestleMania 21 is my favorite. Ooh, 21. 21's a good one. 17 is like often regarded as one of the best, and it's a really, really strong card. That's really, really good. Favorite WrestleMania. I mean, my favorite WrestleMania match is Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in the 60-minute Iron Man match. So that Mania is probably going to win because it was already over an hour long. So it was a good chunk of that pay-per-view anyway. I always liked WrestleMania 20, obviously the ending. But WrestleMania 20 was also a really, really good one. It was good. It was good. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boop. No, don't want to lose it. Don't want to lose it. Bam. Okay. God's Tour. God was great in the Shield too. Yes, I was a latecomer to the Shield. The only reason I watched it was because hold on, now we're going down a rabbit hole now. When did he record this? 2002. The Shield FX. When did it run till? 2002. Okay, so I'm not insane. Wow, that invoked a very strong memory. I never watched The Shield because like it was just something that didn't interest me. But I was like a teenager, and then because I watched like some FX shows, but then I saw a trailer for the upcoming season, and it was like late into the series, and I think it used "Hurt" by Johnny Cash, and I was like, ooh, I really like this song. And so I hadn't heard the 9 Inch Nails version yet. So I listened to it, and so when that trailer came on, I was like, ooh, like I'm really digging this song. So I started watching The Shield because of that, and then I finished out the rest of the series. But yeah, Goggins is phenomenal in The Shield. He's a great actor, and Justified for me put him on like another level. The one guy to fire recently watched a video on really painful execution methods. As such, what's the most horrifying execution method that you have heard of? There's a lot. there's a lot. You have like the famous ones where you put like a rat on your chest and like put usually like a bucket over it, and then you like start putting heat, like fire to the bucket, and the rat will eat you. That one is pretty bad. Yeah, that one's not too fun. Yeah, they have the quartering, of course, but I feel like it's done relatively quick at least. The ones where like you are usually put in like a hole of some type, and like just left to suffocate or have something eat you, that's not fun. I'd rather not. Cheers, folks. Super return. Totally believe the Falcons drafting Penix when they could. If they are good as expected in 24, they won't be in a position to draft a competent Cousins replacement. Mental reps are important too. I completely agree with that. Then why did you just give that man a 4-year contract, guarantee him all that money, because you know he's not going to be playing in a year? Let's just say the Falcons are super competitive, right? So they don't draft a quarterback next year. I mean, Kirk Cousins, you would hope, is going to play more than 2 seasons. And now you've kind of, again, these conversations, I've had them already. Like, this was me when the Packers drafted Jordan Love. It's like, what are we doing? Why are we doing? Like, this just happened. So I get it. But the circumstances are so different. It's a top 10 pick, right? You just gave money. And on top of that, like, the Packers messed this up too. Not when they drafted Jordan Love, but they messed this up because while Jordan Love was on the roster, they still gave Aaron Rodgers a major contract, then had to trade him the following season, had a major contract, and had to pay a whole bunch of dead cap because of it. So like they messed up and they botched the landing of that. And so here you need to have everything go well and also hope that Kirk Cousins like wins you a Super Bowl in the next 2 years and then like wants to be done playing and like, you know, Penix will then take over. That's the best case scenario. But like, as Perna said today too, if the Falcons get really, really close to like the NFC Championship game or something like that, or they make a playoff run and they lose, you know it's going to come back down to this. And again, in 5 years, if Penix is good and like he crushes it and no one's going to care, it's going to be like, oh, they knew. And it's going to work out. But right now in like 2024, it's a rough pick to justify. But again, we live in a society that's like draft grade. We're not going to know if these guys pan out for like 3 to 4 years. So right now, it's going to suck. Bailey to fire. With wrestling, you ever stop watching? I've always watched even when it wasn't its best. I've had friends stop watching before. So I've said this on stream before. I basically missed the Attitude Era because when it was Mike Tyson, right, special guest referee, HBK, and Stone Cold Steve Austin, when Bret the Hitman Hart left, who was my favorite wrestler and went to WCW, I was like, all right, I need to still have like a WWF favorite wrestler, and that was Shawn Michaels, and I liked him, and I know Montreal Screwjob made that weird, but like he turned heel, and I was like, no, I don't like you as a heel. So I would just cheer for him because I was like, and I would ignore all the bad stuff that he did. And so at WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels lost to Stone Cold on a BS fast count, by the way. And I was like pissed off. I was like, oh, this Stone Cold guy's cool, but he's no Shawn Michaels. So I stopped watching. I didn't pick it back up until like I knew what was going on at times. I knew when like HBK came back and won it in the Elimination Chamber because again, and then I really started watching again when Chris Jericho came back with the break the code, like that whole character arc when he like did the code breaker and all that stuff. So that's why I got back to it. And then I like caught up on a bunch of stuff that I missed. So yeah, like I took a pretty sizable break like during my later teenage years, all the way up until, probably like my later, probably until like 2021, something like that. Because like Summer of Punk, I was there. I was there for all of that. I remember watching Money in the Bank on a not pirated stream in my apartment that I could not afford. And I'm pretty sure that was while I was in school Yeah, and like so my mom was like helping me out with that because I didn't do room and board. And I basically couldn't afford anything. And I was working 2 jobs and I was also student teaching. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just like watch this. And I was hooked. I was so hooked. I used to, when I couldn't watch wrestling because definitely at my dad's house, I think maybe we ordered like 2 pay-per-views ever. Like ever. When I was a teenager. Because like he stopped watching wrestling too. And so I couldn't afford pay-per-views. So I literally would go and sit on like the family computer and the desktop computer, and I would go on pro wrestling forums and I would like refresh. Like lordsofpain.net, like that was one I went on. There was a pro wrestling one too, and it had like a red background. And I think it might have been like pro wrestling forums. But literally I would refresh so I could learn like what was going on in the pay-per-views, like when they were on. So like, cause I couldn't watch the pay-per-views, I was like, okay, a few minutes have passed, like let me refresh. Like that's how I watched a ton of it. I used to also refresh like the WWE website to see who would win. And I was like, oh man, like this happened. I wish I could have saw it and like just read about it. So yeah, I got a lot of love for wrestling. A lot of love for wrestling. Alex Return, Tom, hope your dog can recover well, even with the time frame. I know it's not the same thing, but I endured a brachial plexus injury in my left arm on April 14th. Takes a few months to heal. Yeah, I'm glad things are better. I'm hoping. But dude, yeah, it's nuts. I mean, my mom, she fell, and that took months. Fell New Year's Day, right? And like now the past few weeks is better. So it's crazy. Damn it, if I Roger out on the beer, gonna go grab dinner from a sandwich and a beer spot tonight, so I'll pick one up and give it a try. Let me know if you enjoy. Let me know. Rio to Fire. Euphoria has 3 beats and 3 switches, 1 for each other in the division, team in the division. Coincidence? It's not like the diss track has never been covered before. It's true. It's true. Kelly with a 10. What's your advice on getting over the nerves, fear of changing careers? No, it's never too late. Do what you love, but I think the fear of failure, embarrassment is holding me back. Well, I agree with that. In terms of it's terrifying. So what I did, because I'll speak on this from jumping to teaching to this. I laid the groundwork to the point where it wasn't that like I knew I wasn't going to fail. It was, okay, I have prepared a good amount, right? Like I've saved a good amount of money. I can see if this goes well. Because the first time I tried quitting, that was because I hated that job and I left. I was like, let me try this. And it didn't work. And I literally just had to go, in like 2 weeks, I was like, I'm not making money. So I literally had to, like, I'm not going to live. So I'm going to go and I'm going to take another teaching job. So I did a lot of prep. And then mentally, I got pushed to a point where something had to go professionally. So I was like, okay. And that last year teaching was so bad with the COVID year. Didn't know what my kids looked like, whatever. So I got driven to a breaking point where I was like, okay, I'm throwing myself into this, and then also personal stuff going on. And now I'm going to take everything that I'm doing and I'm just going to pour it into this. And I did that for like arguably 4 straight years. Like from 2020, like I just didn't stop. I know I've been doing content 5 days a week since August of 2019, but 2020, like I just didn't stop. So to answer your question, I think it's you to ease your mind as much as you can, do the groundwork. Whether that is you go already like through the interview process, through everything, like you have another job in hand before you leave. Or if it's something it's not that kind of job, if it's a business that you're trying to start, then it's laying the groundwork for years. You're already making money and you're at a point where you're like, okay, it's not that I know I'm not going to fail. It's at least that if this does go wrong, I have this. And it's always going to be scary. There's always going to be risk. There's always going to be a leap that's needed to be taken. But you can soften that depending on how much you prepare for it. So that'd be my advice. Amber, looking forward to seeing you in London. Hey, let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Jefferson Fire, NBA related things. Think the whole Eastern Conference is happy because the Heat are out. No Cinderella run this year. Why couldn't they get out when they played the Bucks last year? Gods with Terror. WrestleMania 2 was not the best, but I have nostalgia for it. As a kid, I had 8-hour VHS. Yes. And I had WrestleMania 2, a monster truck rally, an NL European vacation. I watched them all so much the tape eventually snapped. So I'm so glad you brought that up. If you watch Coach and you, obviously the old footage that I have of like me as a kid. I had like those family videos. I had to rip those from the tape to digital. And on the tape, it'd be like Tommy's first birthday, trip to, or Easter, and then it'd be WrestleMania 4. And then it'd be Battlestar Galactica, Lost in Space. So it was family videos mixed in with wrestling pay-per-views. So yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Magpies with Fiverr. Tom, I think the most 2 QBs the Patriots picked. My friend thinks JM the third won't make the practice squad. I think he might make the practice squad because he's just a super raw talent. And if the Patriots, I obviously drafted him for a reason, I think they would be smart to. Because if they can make, like if they legitimately could just be full-blown developmental QB, Joe Milton has an insane arm. Like he has a crazy, crazy arm. And you just gotta hope that like the Patriots, if they wanted to do this, they will invest a bunch of time and years into him to see if they can make any of the changes. Maybe they'll figure out after first year that it's not the case, but I think they'll hold on to him. I really have a good feeling. And then the other guy is just gonna compete because I'm pretty sure that they hated their QB room. Ender, over 1 year spent my favorite Packers podcast. Thank you for being amazing. Hey, Ender, I appreciate you. Congrats on the cheese and the crown. Colin Fire gave a presentation on GPS for my podcasting class. Safe to say everyone was confused. That is phenomenal. Oh my God, that's amazing. They're like, well, how did they, like, what's their format? I don't know. They don't really have one. Okay, but like, what are the consistent topics? Tom's gonna cry. Power ranking's gonna be bad. Something's gonna be said that is sexual. Perna's gonna say it. Yeah. Sometimes they talk about football. Business. We're crushing it. We're crushing it. Absolutely. That's business. Sam with a fire. Wonder if the NFL fantasy football should have a kick returner position since kick return rules are different. Ooh, I would like that. Yeah, I mean, because usually you would just have the special teams gets points in fantasy. Like the defense gets points if they get a touchdown, like on a kick return or a punt return. So, yeah, I would like that. Jake, advice to someone who's graduating high school soon is very stressed about what the future holds for them. Well, I mean, the good thing is it's like it don't matter what it holds. Like that to me is like exciting as hell. You might think like you're going into college, you're like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Like I have an idea. And then you take a class and you're like, oh, nope, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. So then you need to not hate this and go do something different, right? Like that's what it's about. I mean, I got a master's degree as a teacher. I ain't doing anything with it now. And so like that's life changes. So just be willing to adapt and it'll be all right. Detroit on Fire, what's good? Love the channel. Much love from Detroit. Hey, appreciate it, Detroit. Thank you. Gods on Fire. Never been a Punk fan, but I gotta give it to him. He's arguably the most wrestler and most over wrestler. Oh yeah, 100%. Dude, he's a businessman. Gods with a tour. Most popular wrestler. Stupid, poor editing skills. Listen, I'm telling you, it's the best. It's the best. It's so good. I mean, wrestling could just be so good. Richard with a fire. What's your favorite Royal Rumble that you've seen? Ooh. The one with Taker and I don't remember which number it was. The one with Taker and Michaels at the end was really good in terms of like recent ones. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that. And then like there's Shawn Michaels winning, which is dope. Yeah. Michaels like going right from 1 or as 2 to the end. That's dope. And I always like the Rey Mysterio one too. See, Matt, what's your favorite book? Right now, it's either Slaughterhouse-Five or Gatsby. It's one of those right now. Across the fire, invite the Packers fan unionize around telling the Lions fans to shut up. They're like your little bro that caught you on an off day once in 80 years. Listen, I did the North Saga this past year. Can I say, as a Packers fan, obviously not happy that the Lions won the division, I was so happy to see Lions fans go through what we've gone through when it comes to the other team / fans in the division. Because everybody in the league, for the most part, was like patting the Lions on the back last year. Because they're like, yeah, they're a fun team to watch. They're a scrappy team. They haven't won anything in a while. Like, this is a good story, right? Like, it's nice. It's a good story. And like, listen, I got no problem with the Lions because usually they don't beat us. These past few years, they've beaten us, and I've not been very happy about it. But it's like, yeah, there's like a underdog story in there that I think everyone usually like intrinsically roots for. So even though I'm a diehard Packers fan, I was like, okay, I still want to destroy you because go Pack go. We were just playing last year. Still beat your ass on Thanksgiving. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is everyone was like kind of patting him on the back. And it wasn't long into the season, like maybe it was week 8, because I watched this happen. And the Vikings just like collectively stopped and was like, can we stop like talking about the Lions? Like, they suck. Like, shut up. And so Vikings fans very quickly didn't get on board with like this Lions hype train, and they started chirping about it. And Lions fans who are literally just like going about it like, wow, this is so nice. This is what winning feels like. This is what it's like to be talked about in a positive way by the media. Oh, this is great. And they all of a sudden like are winning games. Everyone's like, congrats, Lions. Way to go, Lions. You're so great, Lions. And Lions are like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the Vikings are just like, you suck. And the Lions just like looked at that and were like, okay, whatever. And it just started continuing happening every single week until like Lions fans started getting in my DMs going, hey man, you know, go Lions forever, FTP, whatever. But holy crap, you were right about the Vikings. The amount of DMs, or I got tagged in something of, oh my God, are the Vikings fans just like the biggest pains? Like they're just dicks for like no reason. Like what is their problem? And I just laughed my ass off. Because I was like, yeah, I hate the Vikings. I hate the Vikings. Listen, the rivalry though, the hatred fuels me forever. So across oceans, I am that's the one thing I will give the Vikings, and I respect the hell out of their fan base for this. They very quickly got off the hype train and was like, no, these are rivals. And the reason why I really think it is, because besides just being spiteful in the purple incarnation of Satan, the fact was, like, the Vikings, they just won the division the past year, and nobody gave a crap. Like, nobody. It was like, oh, the Lions beat the Packers in the last game. That's what's important here. And the Vikings are like, hey, no, like, we're beating the Bills in miraculous fashion. Like, we're doing all these crazy things. And there's this hype, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, that's not hype. It's going to be bad. And they lose in the first game to the Giants. So literally, they have that, well, crap, now we can't say anything. And so they came in already this past season, pissed off, and then everyone started talking about the Lions. So yeah, I respect the hatred. I really, really do. I respect it so much. So, respect. And yeah, Lions, we're done now. We're done. That's why I love football. I love it. No, I believe the NFC North is the best division of football. No, I think it's the AFC North, but the NFC North will be competitive. M-Dog, with Derek Tom, just hopped into the stream and just want to let you know I passed my TLC project and I'm graduating next Saturday. Let's go, baby! Hell yeah. Congratulations. Next Saturday. Let's hope for good weather. Cheers. Congrats. Let's go, baby. That's dope. That's super, super dope. Hell yeah. Great. Thanks for the membership. Nick, 1 year, baby! Also, do you think the market value of the bees removed from the Diamondback Stadium is over or under 10,000? It's probably over. It's over. Nostalgia. Danny, what a fire. Tom, would you want John Moxley to come back to WWE? I want to see a triple threat main event between the Shield members to main event of WrestleMania. I don't care if it's one match, whatever. I want to see it once. Gods, it's your all-time favorite female wrestler. Ooh, that's a great. I loved Lita back in the day. Lita was awesome. She also had an awesome theme, which was badass. I loved Ashley. I really, really liked Ashley back in the day, too. Yeah, Luna Vachon was dope. She was just a great manager. She was just so good. Here's the thing, like, I like all those old school wrestlers, but in terms of like Trish Stratus and like Lita, like they were doing stuff, like AJ Lee, I really like too. Like they were doing stuff, like they were wrestling when women weren't seen as wrestlers. And like now it's looked back on as like, oh, like this is really, really awesome. But at its time, like that's awesome. And like nobody quite like they're main eventing like Raw, like that is awesome. Because from the company, it was like, no, it was like sex objects, right? It was like the blah, 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 Jerry Lawler, it was everything, right? So that's how it was treated. And it like that, and then NXT and just having like 4 badass women just like come out and wrestle is so effing awesome. And they wrestle. Bro, like Sasha Banks and Bayley tearing it down. Charlotte Flair, think whatever you want about it. Amazing wrestler. So good. Right? Like that was so awesome. So yeah. So old school, probably Lita. But yeah. The new school is good. Jacqueline, I lead the Space Ghost Coast to Coast stream for this. Hey, back in the day. Listen on Cartoon Network. Come on now. Come on. Zach Stewart, hey man, Vikings fans are pent up, no Super Bowls done. Oh, I get it. Legit, when I was in Minnesota and just talking to people and they were like, we just like don't want to suck. Like we just want to win. Like we just like why every year like we're all it's just like, oh, we suck. And I was like, I get it. Like it hardens you into the purple incarnation of Satan. I get it. All right, your thoughts on the Bucks losing? Makes me sad. We need Dame and Giannis to stay healthy. And then it's different. Rio Day Tour. Somebody say hating the other NFC North. I'm in. See? JC the Fires. Vikings fan. Being online has taught me how ruthless some Vikings fans are. Oh, yeah. No, they don't mess around. Okay, with a fiver. Today's my birthday. And my one wish for you is tell you your thoughts on the Texans' new uniforms. If it's actually your birthday, happy birthday. I haven't seen them, though. I'll look next time. I haven't seen them yet. Sarah Turp, what's your favorite black and gold NXT match? Oh! Can I tell you, I know that they're getting more time now, and he just competed in the finals for the Speed Championship. But Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, cinema. Like, their feud was incredible. So, bunch of matches from that. I mentioned Sasha and Bayley, 100% can go on there. Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, where like Fight Forever like became a mainstay chant. Incredible match. The Fiend, oh god, I love The Fiend so much. The Demon, excuse me. So sorry, love The Fiend too. When Finn Balor was the Demon, absolutely love that. Because they actually like treated it with like aura and NXT. So like that was so effing good. Damn. Yeah, I mean, then you go to like Walter when Gunther was Walter, and was it Taylor Bate? It was so good. Oh god, it was so good, so good. Austin at 20. Tom, hopefully gonna start training for pro wrestling. Oh, but want to name my finisher signature after you and Perna respectively. What move would you love to have named after you, and could you ask Perna at some point? Austin, this is a very big deal. Okay. So I get the finisher, right? I just want to be very clear. I get the finisher, right? Perna doesn't watch wrestling, so he can get the signature. That's good. Signature's good. Signature's good. I get the finisher. Okay. Because that's the thing. If you were combining it to be GPS, I feel like it would be a spinning code breaker. Because you'd stand like in the corner, right? You're hyping up the crowd, right? You could even do like one of the intros from yours truly. And you chant out, "You've been navigated." And then it's like you do a 360 code breaker. Done. Because that's like, oh, the show is going well. Car crash. So I think that. I also like super kicks. Super kick's good. Super kick's good. I'll take another one. Nick with the tour. Why does everyone say Alondra Blaze? That was before my time. I didn't watch Blaze. So. Start with the tour. Moolah controlled the women and it hurt it. Yeah. Yeah. Patrick could fire Lions win the Super Bowl. I'll never let Vikings fans live it down. As you shouldn't. As you shouldn't. You'll chirp to Packers fans 100%. You want it 100%. But you're gonna, oh God. That's why, if the Lions won a Super Bowl, if they won last year, I was there, that would have been a time. That would have been interesting. One. But that was my saving grace. Because I was like, if the Lions somehow pull this off, they will be no longer 0 rings. They'll have 1. The Vikings will be the only NFC North team with that. And that, just to be able to troll them even more, that's how deep my hatred rubs for the Minnesota Vikings. I would rather see the Lions win, not over the Packers, of course. I would rather see the Lions win a Super Bowl just to hurt the Vikings more. That's spite. That's spite. Laura! Tom! Christian got his associate degree today. Onward to his bachelor's. Both say hi. Hey! Hi to both of you. Hell yeah. Congrats. Cheers. Let's go. That associate degree. Better be celebrating. Retro Defies, Commanders fan to a Packers fan. What's it like being a good team? Comes with a heavy weight. But it's pretty good. Dresto to Fire. There are better technical matches, but Undertaker Triple H's WrestleMania 27 is probably my favorite match of all time. Is that, that's not their first one, right? No, that is? Really? Not 28? The Hell in a Cell, I completely agree with you. The 27 one? Really? All right. All right. Terry, what up, Billy? Boop. Billy Kitty. Totally found out the hard way that they really are the purple incarnation of Satan. At the same time, they can bite me. No fan base except the Browns have suffered as much as Lions fans. I still remember 0-16, so yes, we are going to enjoy this. As you should. As you should. I get it. 100% I get it. But yeah, they're the purple incarnation of Satan. And the Chicago Bears are Charlie Brown. Like that's it. That's who they are. They hit the ball. They kicked the ball once in the 80s. And ever since then, it gets pulled back. And every single time they're like, you know what? I've really been working out. You know, the leg's looking good, right? Got better cleats. We're good. Watch out now, everybody. Ball goes right up. So it's, yeah, on paper, Bears should be competitive. Last year was also their year. That was supposed to be their year. So it's hard to have faith in that. We'll see what happens. On paper, we'll see what happens. TFG with the tour. When would fan reactions return? Next week. Next week. Jonathan Fire. Mae Young allowing Dudley to put her through a table at age 80 is still the craziest thing as female superstar did WWE. Dude, her taking a table bump at 80? Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Gods with a Fire. Gunther, the Bloodline stuff is what got me back into wrestling. I stopped watching when they went PG and hated it. Oh, yeah. There were some rough times. There were some rough stretches in there. Slater, Bears suck. That is all. That is all. That is all. Rio Tour, I'd rather the NFL disband than let anyone else win. See? But we need that. We need that spite. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is minute 69. Nice. Nice. Supertramp with a fire. If Tom was an animal, what kind of animal would Tom be? Talk about myself in the third person now. Tom approves. I always liked sea lions. But an orca would 100% eat me. And I don't think I'd like that. It would probably hurt. So not that. Always love dogs. But again, good owner, you don't know. So I think... big cat could be cool. I'm thinking the boring answer. I'm thinking like a hawk or something like... not a Seahawk. Never mind. Falcon. No, I'll choke. Raven. There we go. Just won't fly too high. But raven. I would be a raven. Because it's a badass bird. They're smart as hell. And they can fly. So why not? Why not? Galaxy 69-minute warning. Also, you're going to Forbidden Door in June. Also, most overrated and underrated mania of all time. Ooh, good questions. I saw the tickets for Forbidden Door. I'm waiting to see if I'm going to be around before purchasing, but I did see. Because it's only like an hour away from me, so it's not too bad. Even though it's on Long Island, which is a pain in the ass to get to. Most overrated and underrated mania of all time. Ooh. See, but that's... I was going to say 25 is the most overrated because it really just had the Michaels and Undertaker match, which was so incredibly good. It covered for a lot of it. But I think like people know that. I don't think that it's overrated then. That's tough. If people say 23, I didn't think 23 was that good. 23, Taker, Batista was really good. Money in the Bank was really good. I hated the finish because I really wanted Shawn Michaels to win. It was still real to me, damn it, back then. So yeah, I really wanted Shawn Michaels to win, and I hated the Cena run. Like, oh man. It was like legit the reign of doom at times. You know, like I'm glad that he's getting his flowers now, but there was a reason why people were booing John Cena. And it wasn't necessarily even Cena. It was just legit just, please. I remember the Elimination Chamber match where he got eliminated, but he took like everybody else's finisher and like then got pinned, and everyone went nuts cheering because they're like, oh my God, we finally get something different. So, underrated? 21. Actually, you know what? 22. 22 I think is underrated. 22 is really, really good. I enjoyed 22. So, let's see. Austin with a 10. You do get the finisher, but what about, since it'll be for the Indies, I can do a call out of Grossi Posse, hoping the fans will respond with Packer Nation. Yes. Yes. You have my blessing. If this happens, Austin, if this happens, you let me know. You let me know. Please. 100%. That'd be amazing. Freddie and a Fiver from Indiana. Bears fans are like Cowboys fans. They win one game and immediately go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's fair. Gods with a Fiver. If the Bears are Charlie Brown, the Chargers must be Big Ben, always a mess. Correct, yes. I am Papa Kaka. Anonymity Tour. Have you ever been to the Safe House in Milwaukee? Maybe? The Safe House, Milwaukee. Is it the spy thing? Yes, I have been here. Max burnt his mouth on some mozzarella stick, or no, spring rolls that I ordered, and then turns out they weren't vegan, and so I was like, oh, Max, you can eat them, and he didn't even want them, but he ate them because it's free food, and yeah, burnt his mouth. Oh, and they got fire. Do the Miami Dolphins have a top 3, if not top receiver room with the addition of OBJ? It elevates it. I don't know if it makes it the best, but I mean, it was already one of the best. So, I mean, I would say top 3. It's top 5. It's definitely top 5. I think you can argue for top 3, but it'd be the bottom 3. Samuel Terra, Bill, on my last question. What advice would you give to non-teachers about explaining info you know to others? I have trouble putting what I know into clear, concise sentences. Okay. So I think the way that I've always done it, so let's say, for example, if I was making a lesson about the Byzantine Empire, I have to, if I'm like creating the lesson plan from scratch, I have to read textbooks, right? Especially if it's an assigned textbook where, you know, it's for regents or whatever. So what I would do is I would read it and I would turn it into shorthand that I understood. And so like I would turn and be like, okay, if there's a whole paragraph, I'm narrowing it down to like 2 to 3 sentences of just like, okay, this is the important stuff, move along. And so the way that I've always taught is you have all that background. And I did this a lot during stand-up, and stand-up comics do this too, where you're basically taking a whole bunch of information, right? And you have like, not to sound like the Winter Soldier, but you have like a keyword or something. So I would do this in stand-up where when I was doing my comedy album, I had to memorize an hour of material. And there was like some, improv stuff that was in there, but it was an hour of material. So what I would do is my first joke was bicycle. Now, what I had done is I had written all of it out before, right, by hand. You should write by hand. Write it all out by hand, right? And then you repeat it over and over and over and over and over and over again until you know it. And then you have like a word, bicycle. And so that will be like, okay, this is where I am. And you unravel your joke. Same exact thing with teaching, except your shorthand is on the board, right? So if you have like a PowerPoint or you have a Google slide, whatever, any kind of presentation, you have what the students need, right? Like the key information of like your shorthand of being like, okay, Byzantine Empire was founded in blah, 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 whatever, right? So you put that there, and now you are going to expand on that because you did all the reading, because you did all that prep work, and that is going to help you along. So I would say having that in like the shorthand, and so you're giving them the key notes of what they need to know, and then you expand upon it because you already have all that information. You know what I mean? Super to fire. Nice answer. Congrats on Fan of the Year. Take care. Hey, appreciate you, Super. Bipsy with a $5. School counselor here. I'm going to be changing schools. My last admin was racist and toxic. Been there, except it was some coworkers in an alternative school. What do you look for a good administration? That's a great question. Oh boy. When I say administration, all right, I'm going to talk about principal. I had one good principal. I had one good principal in 6 years of teaching. And it is a leave replacement. So, then from there, I had some good APs, like some good assistant principals that were really good. But the traits that you're looking for is they actually know what it's like in the classroom, which definitely varies. And on top of that, if they're actually advocating for their teachers. That's the number one thing. If you are just allowed to teach, and I will adhere to whatever you need me to adhere to, right? You need me to do standardized tests, I'm not super happy, but I'm going to do it, right? And I'm going to do it in a way that my kids are going to learn. If you need me to, do curriculum mapping, fine, whatever, it's all good. But just have my back for whatever it is, right? And yeah, that doesn't happen. So if you could have admin, and that even goes down to like having a chair, right? So like a department chair, if they have your back, it makes things a lot easier. Michael and Infinity! For the kidding. When do you have a sit-down conversation with Jordan Love one-on-one? I've been watching you since he had 40,000 subscribers. Go Pack Go. Hey! Hell yeah, Michael. I appreciate you. Go Pack Go, baby. Let's go. I would love to have a one-on-one conversation with Jordan Love. Here's the problem. I don't have an agent. I'm not represented by anybody. I'm Tom. So I do all of my own stuff. So anytime I get a player, anytime I get, a guest or anything like that, unless it's GPS, because Perna gets guys like Gareth and stuff like that. But for my shows, it's just me reaching out to people and hoping that, they see it. So, I mean, yeah, I would love to. He's represented. I know people who could get me in contact with him, but I kind of also want to respect his privacy in that way. So yeah, I would love for that to happen at one point. I think that'd be really fun. I don't know how much pull I have. I don't think that much. And plus I would feel weird using it for that. So yeah, hopefully soon at some point, maybe, please. That'd be cool. Troy with a $5, saying, how would you rank all 8 divisions by how competitive they will be this season? AFC North, NFC North, AFC South. AFC South's going to be competitive. AFC South is going to be fun. I think the NFC South will be mildly. I'll go AFC East, NFC South. But then I forgot about the NFC West. AFC West is last. They're last. Cardinals will be better. Rams should be good. 49ers will be good. Seahawks will be in there. Seahawks are up. All right, Seahawks are above the NFC South, too. Yeah, so I put that. So it'd be AFC North, NFC North, whatever ones I said after that. But yeah. Nikki, 6 months. Commentary great. The skit hilarious. Lore amazing. Tom never hesitating to shade the Vikings. Priceless. That's why you trust MasterCard. Nicole's, do you drink? Have you tried yerba mate? Because I do. I might have to get some Brazilian-style yerba before the Brazil game. I have not. I mean, isn't it like coffee? I don't drink coffee. So, yeah. I drink water and beer. And occasional wine. That's pretty much it. M-Dog with Fire. Tom, think about the NDSU Colorado game schedule for this fall. M-Dog, I wish I could tell you. I have no thoughts because I have no idea of any context. I don't know. Go Colorado for Perna. Luciano on Fire. Last time I asked for luck on my first time DMing a D&D campaign. You didn't wish hard enough. Everyone died in the first session. That sounds like a success to me. Sounds like they need to get good. God's a Tour. Speaking of wide receivers, DJ Shark Eagles championships. Sure. When is Madden Monday coming back? Probably later in the offseason. Like July, August, around there. Oofy on Fire. Keyword for stand-up is stop, but that might just be my dad in the audience. I had a dad heckler joke, too. Tom, get wait for the NFL schedule release. Which opponents do you see play the Packers in prime time? Texans, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in there. Dolphins, maybe. But yeah, Texans, I can see. I could even see the Colts in there. Caleb, it'll probably be Packers, Bears, Packers, Lions, probably too. Yeah, so those are probably the standout right this second. Probably there. Austin Fire, just realized I could have just have a package pile driver for Perna. Perna driver. Oh, yes. Austin, I think you already have it. I think so. Rivatura, Alliance this 313 to LA because of Stafford. Yes. Reason Rivatura, how does it feel to be the next NFL? The next NFL players might be views. Oh. How does it feel that the next what? Might be I don't understand. Might be the next like bad might be viewers? Is that what you're asking? That actually happened at the combine. I don't remember who it was though, and I feel really bad. I was on the sideline and literally this guy was like, "Hey Tom." And I was like, he's not talking to me. Like, why would he know who I am? I literally just like kept taking pictures of stuff. So again, now NFL player most likely. I'm so sorry. Reasons to a tour, viewers. Oh, it might be viewers. It'd be dope. Kelsey with a $5. Rewatching Mania 27 just remind me of how trash Alberto Del Rio was. Oh my god. I love Dolph Ziggler, and when he like kept beating him, that was terrible. When he got Money in Bank cashed in on him, amazing. I hated that he won the Rumble. Oh my god, he was so bad. And he's an ass. Bad with a tenor. Going from mental health work to being high school out of school has been one of the worst experiences of my life. I don't feel like I get to actually work with kids in a positive way. Yeah, I mean, listen, schools right now and like education right now, it's rough. Like I know a lot of teacher friends, and like again, like especially post COVID, it's a tough time. And yeah, like the stuff that gets you through is like, oh, like hopefully like I can help these kids in a meaningful way. But like, yeah, depending on what school you're in, it could definitely be incredibly restrictive. Coach Return, wildest predictions for 24. Broncos with a winning record. Cardinals make the playoffs. All NFC North teams with winning records. Jets with a losing record. Panthers don't finish last in the South. Ooh, those are some hot takes. Cardinals, I could see them making the playoffs. Broncos, we'll see. All NFC North teams, okay. Jets losing would be tough. Bad with the tour. Kiddo Keegan says hi again. Hey Keegan, what's going on? Good to see you. Favorite WWE theme? Stone Cold's is amazing. D-Generation X is phenomenal. And then Sexy Boy, come on now. 10 out of 10. I've always loved Metalingus, though. Metalingus is good. Randy's, not voices. What is it? Burning My Light. That's really good, too. All right, time to play the game, baby. Motorhead was just dope with that. See, I always loved Triple H's King of Kings. Like, when he came out to that intro music, I was like, yes. Yes, Rachel. And it was wonderful. And it was wonderful. It was burning my light. It was so good, Ricky. It was so good. That dude, Broken Dreams, like they keep teasing it for Drew McIntyre, but legit bring it back. Like that is such a good theme. When they did it at Clash at the Castle, like that little intro, I was like, yes, like because it's just so good. It's just such a great theme. So, we'll hear it in Scotland. I hope so. I really, really hope so. That was my music that I put on every Creator wrestler, like on SmackDown vs. Raw. So, Clash of Clans. Play Clash of Clans too. Play today. Got a solid 2-star. You know how it is in Clan Wars. Hi, Moosey. You can go sleep, buddy. He's good. He's good. It's good, though. Sami Zayn's Montreal. That was really, really good. Dude, one of the best entrances in the past, like, years was Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico. Dude. Jump it. It was so good. It was so good. That crowd was so good. And I'm really, really happy. Like, you see it in WWE, and this is why I'm really excited for Brazil, too. You see it in the UK, I feel like they've gotten a bunch of games now in London. So they're good. Germany, it's still relatively new. The German fans are awesome when they're at NFL games, right? Because like they're super duper hype. And that's how it was in London now. I feel like it's still a very hype crowd, especially compared to like an American crowd. But you see it in wrestling. Like wrestling, when they go international, especially when the games aren't as prevalent there, or like in this case, like the matches or the events are, the crowds are incredible. And that's why I'm so happy they're finally moving around, because all the international pay-per-views they did were so good. Like their crowds were so good, and it enhances the product. And that's why, like, I think when the Packers go to play in Brazil, like the crowd is gonna be insane. Like it is going to be wild. And I'm so excited to just see that and have that represented. It's dope. Just Tom, what's your next trip? Well, it's the International Stadium Tour. So that's happening in less than a month. It's happening like a little over 3 weeks. So that's it. And after that, I have no idea. Joy, what up, Finnick? For the kitty. I hope you're right, Tom, because tonight you're going one-on-one with The Undertaker. I'm on SmackDown now. Damn it. At least I'm not in a tag team with The Undertaker. One-on-one play. So good. So good. Holla, holla, baby. I love it. I love wrestling. It's so great. God's Fire, don't know if you watched it. Sherry Martel, Dark Side of the Ring was good, but the Buff one and the Legendary, is for all the wrong reasons, Laughed Till I Cried. I don't think I've seen either. I've only seen a handful of those episodes, but yeah. That's, some of those, I know, some of them I watched, I was like, damn. Damn. You got your play? Hell yeah. Let's go. Crush it. How do I feel about the Evan Williams pick? I don't know about necessarily a reach. I think it's more just they wanted a completely different safety room, which is why they went out and got McKinney too. And they got it, so you got more bodies there. Rafael with a fire. Imagine Chiefs, Eagles in Australia or New Zealand. Oh my God. Dude, the rugby players, dude, that would be dope. That would be so cool. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's like, again, it's just to have fans that don't get to see that product very often, like live. Like it makes it better. Like that's why I also love wrestling so much, because like the crowds like make the product. There's a reason why, besides like match card, whatever. But like night 1 of WrestleMania 40, like we were all freezing our asses off. Like it was pretty cold. And then night 2, it was warmer and the crowd was like more insane. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, dude, like look at All In with Wembley, right? They didn't sell out now, which, because I don't know why they announced it so soon, because it basically was like, hey, like, there's never a huge, like, wrestling pay-per-view over here. We're going to give you a wrestling pay-per-view. And they, like, freaking sold a ton of tickets. So, give it a fire. So I saw how Detroit killed it for the crowds. Where's Green Bay going to put them all? Will it revolve around Lambeau or another spot in town? Yeah, it's going to be probably, like, it's going to be multiple areas. I think it's going to be the Titletown District. It's going to be Lambeau. It's going to be those parking lots. It's going to be basically the streets that are like, all the way down probably to, like, the Best Western. Even potentially to Stadium View. Like, I think that a lot of that's going to be blocked out for the draft. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I cannot frickin' wait. God's Tour, never forget, Tom. You're my childhood hero. I love R-Truth. Love it. All In didn't age well. Yeah, because they also announced it, like, again, they announced this one like way too early, and like people are like, we don't know what the card is. Like, we're not gonna buy it. Ghost, if I really wanted to go to a Bucks playoff game so you can meet me for the first time, I think Perna Curse is keeping us apart. It's sad. Dude, I wanted to go to a Bucks game, like another Bucks playoff game for years now. And it's always around the draft. I'm like, just make it to the second round. If you make it to the second round, I can go. And, a few years now, unfortunately. It's annoying. I think Green Bay can beat the Detroit records. I don't know. And it honestly just has to do with location. Because Detroit is pretty damn central. Like, even if you want to go, like, Chicago and then go over there, like, it's pretty damn central. It's pretty easy to get to. Because, like, even if you wanted to come into the draft. Like, because everyone in Green Bay is going to be there. Like, everybody in Green Bay is going to be there. I'm curious to see how many are going to make the trip. I'm just excited to go. So, it'll be great. Great show and tour. It's time for Tom to rest in peace. Howard, lights! Imagine. Be dope. Be dope. Exactly, Dean. Exactly. A month out, idea for the schedule in London is looking like. So I am trying to finalize everything by the end of next week. So I will let you know. Yeah, it's gonna be because I'm still I have to book the final stuff for the flights on Monday. Because they had to be like laid out, and then I'm booking for Johnny, and then another potentially. But yes, I will let you know probably by the end of next week, if not latest early the following week. That's it. That's it. It's going well, Connor. How you doing? Yeah. Very late night snack. Probably some chips, some guac. Be nice. Good. Good. All right. The delirium is down. There it is. There it is. Listen. Go crush it. Crush the play. Hi to your friends. Crush it. That's 6:30. All right. Light it up. Not the place. Don't light it on fire, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Who has that many green hats? Listen, they're all Packers. It's Packer, always Packer. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Say it. Backlash. I don't think I'm streaming, but I'll let you know. I don't know yet. I want to get this planning done for this international stuff because it's stressed me out now. It's stressed me out. So, I gotta do that. But first, we rouse. Rouse? Oh, the Pat Bev incident? Look, what are you doing, man? Like, it's just a bad look all the way around. Rich Fire, I think Rhodes winning the championship was better than the Daniel Bryan yes movement. No. I think, was it a better story? A million times better. Yes. From like a manufactured story, absolutely. I think Daniel Bryan winning was a fan moment because I remember that whole run. I remember all of it, of literally just the Randy Orton, John Cena, like standing for the wrestling for the cajillionth time, and everyone's just chanting for Daniel Bryan, and they like Cena has to go over and like raise his hand, and that was like, dude, like Batista came back, came out, won the Rumble. Everyone booed everyone likes Batista, but because he wasn't Daniel Bryan, they booed the crap out of him. And he did like some great work with like, oh my God, it was Blue Tista. I remember all of that. Boo Tista, all of it. And for him to win, and you still didn't know if they were going to pull the trigger, that was such a fan moment. It was so good. It was so good. Terry with a $5. Why does everyone want Grossi? What does everyone need? Grossi. Grossi? All you need is love. Jordan. Taco with Terry. DX was the real golden era. 2, sorry if it's inappropriate, but you should reach out to Brian Rice during the dry season. Former Cowboy and Super Bowl winning scout for the Packers. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to talk to a scout. That's dope. I appreciate the recommendation. Sam with Fire, how did you approach teaching students with learning disabilities? As someone with disabilities, I feel like I unintentionally annoyed many teachers. Well, I think a lot of it. All right, so there's that's a very loaded question, my friend. Very low question. So not the first part. The first part's easy. The second part of that. I taught basically inclusion classrooms for can you count that last one? Maybe not. 5 years? So 5 out of my 6 years, I'll give it. You could argue for the 6th, just because it was COVID, so like there weren't a ton of services at that point. So basically, my philosophy in teaching, and this is not even a philosophy of like, oh, I read it in a book. It's just, this is who I am as a person. Like, that's my job. My job is to get your kid to understand what the heck I'm talking about. I love history. They might not like history. It's my job to get them to at least care about history. At least a little bit, enough to know the material. So, regardless of learning disabilities, IEPs, what have you, obviously you follow everything in the IEPs and the learning plan, 100%. But I also just like individualized so much of it. So, for example, I lecture a good amount, but my lectures are super duper back and forth, right? It's a lot of call and response, especially with like gen ed, but I did this for AP too, because like it's just teaching, is every single day started with a recap. Every single day, right? Like I would ask really simple or like really basic questions that we've talked about a ton. So that would incentivize students who would not normally speak up to speak up, because they're like, oh, I know this. He said this 100 times yesterday, and I probably said it earlier that day, and I only started 5 minutes ago. So then they want to participate. But let's just say they don't even participate in that, and let's just say that my style of teaching is not really working for them. So then what would happen is I either give them the notes, I go and meet with them after, I go and break down it in a different way. I would give them different handout, like whatever they needed. So it's just called differentiating instruction. You took a class on it, like when we were in school, like teacher school, but no, that's your job. You're a teacher. So like, regardless of the student that's in front of you, you're giving them every opportunity to learn the material and then demonstrate their understanding. So yeah, it's just differentiating instruction. That's it. Frank, thanks for membership. Gods of Fire, wasn't watching then, but didn't they boo the crap out of Ray Ray when he came out because they thought it was Brian? Yep, because he was 30. Yep. And they're like, oh, or 32, whatever it was. Like, yeah, they were like, okay, yeah, maybe there'll be a 31. Nope. Trey with a $5. Niner fan, we're going to college in Milwaukee, but don't hate the Packers. Is being a fan of both a crime? By the way, how's your day? Love your vids. Hey, appreciate you. It is not a crime, but one day you will have to choose. One day. But it is not this day. Gotta be Packers. Right, thanks for the membership again. Appreciate you. Anyway, to your thoughts on Jordan Love extension eligibility day. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen within the next month. Probably gonna be when I'm away. But again, I saw like a 4-year, like 48 mil average potentially. He's gonna have a good amount guaranteed. He'll get that extension, and he's earned it. No Ishii is not the right answer. It's not. It's incorrect. Ricky. Remember when they did a 40-man Rumble once and never did again? Greatest Royal Rumble doesn't count. Oh, I remember. Alberto Del Rio. Mama, high schooler, I appreciate that you did what you needed to help the kids learn. That's it. That's why, like, I had one issue with one parent in 6 years. That's it. I got called a communist, but, that was just a crazy person. So, they're calling all their teachers communists. So, legit, it was one. It was just, I was like, your kid cheated. How do you know? It was her name on the paper that literally another kid had, and they didn't change names. Like, that's what it is. Well, she can't help? No, she can, but you can't give her the work. Oh, well, this is ridiculous. She gets a 0. It's only a 5-point assignment. That was the conversation. She was very upset with that. Whatever. Because I just talked to the parents. It comes from a very, and that's what I mentioned before about the respect thing. Like, it's really easy to just be like, hey, like, I'm here for your kid. Like, I'm here. I'm their teacher. It's going to be a fun classroom. We're going to learn, and then we're going to call it a day. And, like, if your student starts to, like, your kid starts to struggle, my student, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that they don't. That's it. Joe, hope you're well. Got to ask a Q at IOC Olympics pressure Thursday. Ooh. Covering Philly run, son. Gotta love the offseason. Sorry we stole DeJean. You did, Joe. We'll talk about it in July. Nicole, thanks for getting the membership. Appreciate you. Frank Couture, Grossi announced Packers pick next year. I will be doing everything in my power to do so. Please. Please. That question has been asked, and the Packers Hall of Fame for next year has been asked a lot. The fan Hall of Fame they do. We'll see. Max Couture, top thoughts on College Board. And that is the most mature response that I will give. I can't speak on them right now. I haven't heard good things. But yeah, no. College board sucks. I do teach them defenestration. It's true. Yeah, no. College board sucks. There's a Packers fan Hall of Fame. There is, yes. There is. I get that DM a bunch too. They're like, are you in this? I'm like, I'm not in this. I appreciate it. I'm not in it though. So, Ishi, take care of it. Take care of it. But yeah, it's interesting. Teaching is so interesting. Gary, did we ever get to the bottom? What color hair you have? Yeah, everyone said dirty blonde, and the world had peace. That was it. That was it. That was it. We were everyone who said brown hair came to their senses and said, "Yep. Tom Grossi has dirty blonde hair." Man, I want to. It's not light brown. It's dirty blonde. Again, folks, this is the importance of getting glasses and seeing. This is important. This is very, very important. All right. Listen. I want to make this a series really, really bad. Really bad. It has nothing to do with any of the content that I make at all. But I really want to do it. So, because I bought a ring for one of, like, the doors because my doorbell was, like, really old. And so I was like, okay, like, I hear things about this. I'm just going to buy this. It was on sale. So I set it up. And so, because, like everything, looking at you, Helldivers, too, you have to sign up for an app or something. I know it's not your fault. It's Sony's fault. I get notifications from my neighbors who also have the Ring app in, like, my general vicinity. The things that are posted on this by what is to be assumed boomers is the greatest thing ever. People, like, post about, oh, there was a cat on my, door. Does anybody know who this is? And it turns into a Facebook comment section so quickly. It is hysterical. So someone's bear is on the loose. And it is a Ring cam of a bear in this person's driveway. Where is this at? They already said the location. Yikes. Oh my God, this is very close to my house. 2 crying emojis. Okay. Is he big? My dog was acting so weird outside about a half hour ago and barking, which she never does, and I'm only a mile away from you. They knew the location. I love bear, period. Neighbor 14 said that. Really want to play with him. Don't want to get torn up either. Wow. Where's this? Okay. Thanks for the heads up. I'm close and just called my dog inside. It's good. Where is this? Again, the location is already there. Cool. Where is this? He's bored. Oh my. Bear emoji. No thanks. Teeth emoji. Yikes. Is it Ted? It is a gold mine. And I want to make content about it so bad. So bad. So bad. Contrary to fire, just finished my Calc 2 final. Oh, God, thank God. Done with the spring semester this year. Also, F College Board. All my homies hate College Board. It's true. Everyone hates College Board. True. Everyone does. Everyone does. It's true. Frank, welcome to the posse. Nate, throw to fire. Tom, if you could relate some NFL teams and the Legend of Zelda characters, who would they be? Ganondorf was the Patriots. You know when. That's easy. That's easy. Trying to think. There's a few I have. I'm not giving. There has to be like an upstart team, and I refuse to give it to the Lions to be Link. I refuse. I don't care about the alliteration. I refuse. Absolutely refuse. You're okay, Moosey. You're okay, buddy. Zelda. She like gets captured, but she's also kind of badass in the past couple games. That doesn't relate to a team. You kind of root for them. Maybe it's the Bills. They just keep falling short. They're like, oh, that's really nice, but no. I think I'm not. That's tough. That's tough. Vapors with fire. Why are you kidding yourself? You have light brown hair. Not what I've heard. Private of Fire. What will happen if two teams from clickbait sports play each other in the Super Bowl? And also, did you see the Crown of France? Yes, the Crown of France is going to be awesome. And what happens? Well, one clickbait member will eat the other. Obviously. Gary Detour, can I pet the oversized doggo? No! God's Tour, I'd be scared if Urlacher was near my house too. Dan Tour, will Walker and Cooper be the best linebacker duo in the NFL? Please, God, please, yes. Please, God, please, yes. Please. Man, fire. Magic lose tonight. Will Scooter wear a Heat jersey? What are your thoughts on the Bucks losing the first round again? I am not happy. I am not happy at all. And Scooter should. You should make him do it if he loses. Dash is slowly falling off the couch. And then I'm very upset because injuries. Spencer Tour plot twist is tree in a bear costume. Probably. Rachel! I thought the story was going to be about your neighbors chatting about some strange pale man in multiple NFL jerseys through the app. Oh God, I hope. Timber, so ring dramatizations for the off-season content. I want to so bad. I want to. Lena Tara was watching your every fan reaction to the draft. My mom was over, and I had to explain that Bruce and Springsteen were not real people, but characters you made up. Hell yes. Steph with a tour. Hopefully someone ends up finding Phil. I never saw Phil again, and it frightens me. Bro, Tom, excited for your upcoming overseas journey. I was wandering outside the meetup, so we have plenty of time to explore a bit. I don't know about plenty of time, but there will be a decent amount of time. What are you whining about? Dan Tour, you're a Brewers fan? Not really watch baseball, but yeah, go Brewers. Okay, hold on, I gotta help Moosey. Come on, buddy. Okay, you're good? Hold on. Okay, he's good. Had to help the buddy up the stairs. Ugh. Okay. But yeah, I don't really watch baseball. Max with a fire. Got signed by the Packers. What position do you play? Wide receiver. Easy. Wide receiver. Done. Not even a conversation. Wide receiver 1. I've already shown it. You've seen the tape. What about Perna? Maybe water boy. Yeah. Running back. We go running back. So, Ishi return. Wanted to say hi, friends. Have a beautiful weekend. You too, Ishi. Enjoy. Moosey heard the bear. Oh, maybe Moosey. I'm telling you, it is gold. The Ring app is legitimately, it's solid gold. Because 47 new events. I can't even imagine what happened today. Someone's bear's on the list. Okay. All right. Missing cat. There you go. Missing cat. Okay. Someone randomly said a special thank you to all our firefighters. I don't know why, but yeah, shout out firefighters. David Fire Moosey was whining about your light brown hair denial. No, he probably was just blinded by the blonde truth. Look what to her. You, brunette. I don't know a you. Actually, I do. You was an ancient Chinese mathematician. I actually teach about him. It's true. Lost cat. A lot of lost cats. It's very sad. Very sad. HVAC maintenance. Hi. Need advice on good HVAC maintenance. Let's see what this one is. I use this place in it. All right. Wow, again, good recommendations. Wow. Okay, look at that. That's nice. Okay, they came together. Anyone recognize this guy/car? Suspicious behavior. Does anyone recognize this person or car? I was doing a project, stepped away for a few minutes, and I think he mistakenly took my tools, thinking they were out for bulk trash pickup. Thanks all, the gentleman came back and we spoke. He apologized. He thought I was out for bulk pickup, and he agreed to return the items. This was after people were like, yeah, you idiot. You left him on the curb. It was great. Jester Fire, I want sushi, but I don't know if I can justify spending the money. I get it. Just so Terry, I told scriptwriter to give me something new in the NHL playoffs. Not the same thing as last year. Don't want to see another 3-1 Boston Bruins blown lead. PS not Bruins. Yeah, I remember that from last year. That's a big ol' yikes. That's a big ol' yikes. Mm-hmm. Pepper! Can't believe it's been this long. Let's go. Still have brown hair. Damn it. Elmon, speed recovery to Moosey. Richard Turd Bear isn't Cocaine Bear, is it? My doors are locked. Daniel to fire. My girlfriend and I are in the middle of moving, and we still have our ring at our own place and laugh at the things happening around our own place. It's kind of great. It's fantastic. Nathan with a fire. Best NFL content creator. Love you, Tom. Go Seahawks. Oh, Seahawks, why? It was so nice, Nathan. It was so good until the laugh. Fine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Nay, nay. Nay, nay. Nay, nay. That's in the first half, and then the Seahawks came. Ugh. It's gross. Gods of Fire just got a ring on sale recently, too, from Amazon. I haven't installed it. Definitely will be installing tomorrow no matter what, right? It just provides content. It does. Because I turn off, I don't get notifications on my phone. My phone is always on silent. If I miss a call, they'll call back, or I will, or no one will. That's how I approach it. Probably explains some opportunities I didn't get. But anyway, but when I installed the Ring app, I got the first notification and I just like pushed it to the side. I didn't like cancel it. And then I got it again and I was like, what is this notification? I started reading and I was like, I'll keep notifications on for this. Jester, hope the Seahawks upset the Packers again. Hey, where were you guys last year, huh? Tell you where the Packers were. Playoffs. Bruce and Springsteen read those comments, and honestly, it'd be great. It would. Chris the Turp, they just ringed new Flash updates. Genius idea. Listen, I'm telling you. First visit Lambeau Field from Scotland. Let's go. Come on now. Kaylee is putting laptops in the oven. Don't do that. Bezel! 34 freaking fracking months. Hail mods! Fins up, baby. And pray for a speedy recovery for Moosey. I know. My boy. Daphne's here, too. Papa Grossi coming back on Monday. We're watching Daphne for like 2 weeks. Daniel with a 10. Tom, if you could have a WWE finisher, what finisher would you pick? I always loved the RKO. I did. I also love the Diamond Cutter. I just love that move. Super kick. Of course. Yeah. I'd probably do one of those. Super kick would be fun. I'd like that. I would. Probably could come up with something better, but I was already smart at a young age. I'm like, I don't want to lift a 300-pound man. That's going to hurt my back. I don't want to hurt my back. And Hulk Hogan was like, the leg drop killed my hips. And I was like, I would like my hips. Ricky with a fire. 3 AEW signings do you think will have the biggest impact on the company? Think Ospreay's going to be face promotion? Oh, Ospreay 1,000,000%. Mercedes Moné, I mean, to debut her this far out from when she's wrestling, in my opinion, was a mistake. She was never the greatest promo, but she's a phenomenal wrestler. And to basically debut her just because it's in Boston, and then to do like all this and just have her cut promos, I don't think it's the best idea. But yeah, no, Ospreay, I think, was signed to be the face of the company because you recognize, oh, damn, he is the best wrestler in the world. Jasper Dirt, People's Elbow is my favorite. Classic. Flame! Tom! Heard of MWL, Moist Wrestling League. It's a league ran by a YouTuber. I think you'd enjoy it. Why is it Moist Wrestling League? Do I want to... Is this a sex thing? I have not heard. I have not. Oh, Jackson, we rocking tonight. We rocking. Ishi! Forgot about this, so yeah, just dress up like Wildflower and make sure they see you on the ring camera. What might go wrong? Oh my god, it'd be so good. It'd be so good. Daniel, you seen the Head & Shoulders commercial with Mahomes and Troy Polamalu? I have, yes. I have seen that. Also, Go Bruins turns leaves into mulch. I have. Moist Critical. Gotcha. I have not. Listen, the folks on in Philadelphia who had Lane Johnson and Jason Kelsey to come by like before WrestleMania, they literally like tweeted at me and they're like, hey, if you ever want to come down to Philly and like this wrestling school, I was like, all right, cool. I would love to do that. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to do that. Show up as Grandpa Cardinal. That'd be so much fun. It's great. It's great. That's it. That's the next thing, right? We carved out football. Great. What else is associated with my childhood that I love? Wrestling's right there. We're starting. Jack with fire. Happy 16th anniversary to Steiner Math promo. Should have Perna watch Steiner and learn about his new favorite wrestler. Oh my god. Just show him Steiner Math. Or I just like have him pick a wrestler who's his favorite, and I just really hype up the Shockmaster. That'd be great. Godsir, I know the cats are awake. Help. Godspeed. 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 Drew McIntyre's your cousin? Really? Barricade fire. Well, talking team expansions and possible team relocations for all pro leagues. What do the Packers ever moved? They won't. They won't. But I would be very, very sad for the community if that did happen. It would suck a lot. It would suck a lot. I'd be like, yeah, dude, the Shockmaster, he was so good. He was electric. He was electric. He was real good. He was real good. All right, real quick on P for the D. We're going to keep going. Keep it going. We're going to P for the D. And we'll return after these brief commercial break. Take care. Da-da-da-da! I feel like you haven't seen the Gatos in a while. I feel like the Gatos have been lacking on the streams. Hi, baby. So you know what? There we go. I still really have to pee, but there's a Nova Bug. There's a Nova Bug. Justify Razor's Edge, also like Scott Hall, he's just too sweet. Too sweet, baby. Razor's Edge is an awesome finisher. It is. Damn, if I thought you would wrestle, would you want your first run to be a face or a heel? Face, but then go into heel. Easy. Easy. All right, I'm going to go pee now. I'm going to pee for the D. No bug. Had to lift Moosey on the couch. Apologies for the delay. Ugh. Had to lift Moosey. Chair. 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 All right, Bailey, what a fire. Thoughts on the Sanders Twitter stuff? Counts. I'm curious on what you think about it. Oh, is that like Dion like going online and like saying stuff? I don't care. Like, to be completely honest with you, yeah. I don't think it's a good look. But I think ultimately it's not going to matter. Like, I don't, unless he does poorly this next year, like, that's what ultimately is going to matter is how he plays. He plays well next year, he's fine. He doesn't, then it's not going to be fun. Gods with fire. I want to see Scott Steiner and Sid run for president against each other. The election debates would be the most wonderful thing in history. I mean, why not? Simster, it is a Herman Millen chair. It's the most amount of money that I ever spent on a chair. And I did it a few years ago. And I was like, this is rough. I always just had like a Staples chair, whatever. And I just never really invested money in a chair. My back was killing me because I was sitting down here like 8 to 12 hours a day. And I was like, all right, like I'm going to buy this chair. I went on the subreddit for chairs. Like I looked into different, oh my God, all this stuff. And I bought this chair. It is literally like some of the best money I ever spent. Legitimately. If you like sit a lot, it's great. Justify. Heel Tom Grossi wears Packers jersey in Minneapolis, Minnesota on a random episode of Raw. I would die and go to heaven. Herman Fires, Tom's co-host. I'm normally quiet, but I'm chiming in to thank you for spending your time with us. Herman, you got money? Brian with a 20. I don't know if you've seen the TikTok about the lady that posted a video of herself talking about The Undertaker. Undertaker responded, and she really wasn't into wrestling, but now she's watching old wrestling and reviewing them. Oh my God, that's incredible. Hey, that's how you get people more involved with wrestling. Hell yeah. I did not see that, but that's dope. That's awesome. Geared Fire. Tom actually had to put real pants on this week. How was the YouTube event? Bro, I did. It was miserable. Not the event. I had to put pants on. It was not fun. I didn't enjoy it. Actually, though, I did wear shorts, though. That's not real pants, so I guess it works. Yeah, the YouTube event was interesting. I was on the wall, which was kind of cool. So basically what it was that it's called Newfront or Newsfront. So basically, apparently, again, this is not my world. Apparently, a bunch of companies, like big companies, came to New York City this past week, and they all have a day and like presenting on like the advertising that they're doing on different whatever. And so YouTube asked me, they're like, hey, do you want to be like one of our like feature creators? Like, we'll invite you to this event, and like you talk to like a network and stuff. And I was like, okay, sure. Like, I'll talk to people, whatever. So I went, and like I got to meet other creators and stuff. So that was pretty cool. It was a lot of it was weird. It was a weird dynamic because like I just had a network. And I was like, okay, I don't take sponsors, so that was a little weird too. But I was like, all right, I'll talk to these people, and I kind of just wanted to talk to creators. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. So that's it. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Jester, they tour. Why was Hell in a Cell canceled? The pay-per-view? Oh, I don't know. Probably because it's just a thematic pay-per-view, which I don't think any of them are good except Elimination Chamber and Rumble and Survivor Series now. Baylor Tour, we need to do the Steiner Math promo. I completely agree. Nick, do you ever go into the NFC North meme war? Every now and then. Every now and then, yes. So, he's got a 66 2/3 chance of winning. It's true. Kurt Angle, baby. Kurt Angle. My first Packer game was the Vikings game in the middle of the season, so, oh, nice. All right. Hey, listen. At least got to go. Got to go enjoy. Potentially. Yeah, it was tough in the middle. Let's see. Add Samoa Joe. Gotta add Samoa Joe to the mix. Then things get crazy. Then things go pretty nuts quickly. Let me put this up here. Boop, 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 boop. Bam. Boom. My favorite division in the sagas. I mean, the East will always just have a special place in my heart forever. Yeah, like my personal ranking of the sagas. Ooh. The North was like, I think objectively the best. I think it's like objectively, it's the best written. It's like the best, like almost every single character gets involved and has an arc, connects to the main story. I think it's objectively. The East for me is so like sentimental. And I think it is for a lot of folks too, especially if you started watching when it, like if you started watching before or right when it came out, like that was such a COVID thing of, damn, like we're rooting for the Jets right now against the Raiders. That's when Henry Ruggs like caught that huge Hail Mary because Springsteen was going to wake up. And there was like over 1,000 people on a channel which like I wasn't that popular at that point. Like it was just so much fun. And legitimately writing those scripts during my study hall, because I'm like teaching. And I'm like, okay, now I need to start getting ready for my second job because I only have a few hours to film in daylight. And that's why the finale is dark at the end with Bruce and Springsteen. But yeah, it was such a I can't believe I did that kind of thing. It really is. Like it is pandemic nostalgia 100%. 100%. So like for me personally, it'll be the East and then it's the North. Yeah, then West and South that's where it gets difficult. Nick would fire. Cheer out the fan that made a Pokemon roguelike called Pokerogue. Just search on Google Play. Oh, I have not. That sounds cool. All right, is he gonna get sued into oblivion by Nintendo? Is that what's gonna happen though? Yeah, Mean Gene. I like that. Great name, by the way. But yes, good. Be like something that is the culmination of a feud. Don't make it just an event of like, oh, whatever rivalry we have going on now, they get a Hell in a Cell. It cheapens it. Definitely cheapens it. So let's go, Finn. Let's go. Joe was probably one of the best on the mic wrestlers history. Yeah, very, very good. Very, very good. West, we need more Diego. That's what the people are asking for. Can I tell you, like, I've been doing a lot of thinking / planning for Coach. And every time I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this. This is going to be really good. This is going to be great. Can I fit Diego in there to have a fulfilling story arc? Legitimately, like that is can I take time out of the main story or add him to the main story that like he at least gets something? Because I would be so upset if that was like the one stupid last little string hanging. Oh my god. Sam with a fiver. What's your favorite Italian phrase? Also favorite New Yorker phrase? Bippity boppity skippity scoppity, probably for the Italian. But this basically means go F yourself. But Affa Napoli is pretty good. Posso andare a bagno. I used to say it a lot in school in Italian because I was like, yeah. Ho dimenticato molto italiano dopo scuola. I've learned how to say that a lot because I have. Yeah, so those favorite New York phrase. I don't have a favorite New York phrase. I have a favorite New York action, and that's walking fast around people. Nick would fire a ton of buzz for teams with a win now strat and their offseason moves. You lived this. How should Lions fan feel about the headlines? I think the Lions kind of just bolstered their roster. I mean, they addressed their weakest point, which was secondary. They locked in guys that they knew was going to be part of the core. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily even win now. I still think they got like some depth pieces that are going to compete and could potentially just be, content like playmakers in the future. Yeah, no, they went out and they traded up for a corner. They were aggressive for that. Like they're fine. I think they're going to be just fine. So yeah, that's it. I don't think you let him at this point. It's also a meme. Yeah, I feel that. K-Chanter, favorite Indian restaurants in New York. There is a place called Mughal Palace in Valhalla, New York, and it is phenomenal. Shout out to them. It's really good. It's really, 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 really good. So, fast walking. Oh, yeah. Just like New York. Done. What do I do? This final season coach still only going to be 6 episodes. Waffle, I don't know. I've said that. I've been very transparent about it. I don't know. It might be 8, could be 10, could be 6, but they're an hour long. I don't know. I'm literally going to, Reigns will probably return at SummerSlam or like just a few weeks before. Yeah, I'm going to just take the time that it needs. That's it. Like Cody Rhodes. I'm gonna finish the story. So, Max with a tour. Drive to New York or take the train? Oh, I drove. Yeah, no, I drove. I really tried avoiding to taking the Metro North when I can. So I drove. But, yep. Vehicle with they fires. A New Yorker, I hate slow walkers with passion. Also, Thai food better than Indian food. Depends. Thai food is very good, though. Thai food is very, very, very good. Can't believe it ends in a couple months. It's going to be crazy. So, I don't know, man. What you do is build up this amazing character arc from in season 6, then screw it up the last second so you can charge her it one last time. I kind of love that too. I do. Nathan Turi in the PNW. We walking. How much is season 6 gonna make us cry? Just wait. Go Packers, baby. Go Packers. I've been thinking about the GCU a lot. I have to get this one last thing done. I have to get this done. I have to go on the international tour. That's like the vast majority of my focus right now. And then let me move. Wrong with day tour. Hope Clickbait comes to Toronto one day. I might go to Toronto one day. I doubt you'll get all the Clickbait members there though. I highly doubt that. Gotta finish the story. Yeah. That's the thing too. Like, the watch along I'm really excited for because I've told you this, like, I don't rewatch my stuff. I just remember it. I remember things. I'm like, okay, here's this storyline, Like, I have the vast majority of them in my head. But like the GCU like watch along is going to be like it's me going, oh, okay, gotta make sure that's done. Like, I still remember that Finn Oakley has to tell Wildflower that his grandpa's waiting for him. Like, yeah, like I already know that scene. I know what it's gonna look like. That's gonna be there. So I'm gonna go and watch everything that I've created to make sure that I don't leave anything out. Because my method's not perfect. I mean, I've made the thing that I've wanted to make, but yeah, no, like, I'm going to literally just go, okay, like every loose end, everything. Because I think for the most part, I've tied up. The South is the most open one, and that's intentional. And again, they would have gotten a little bit more closure last year if it wasn't for 30 and 30, but they're going to get it this year. But like a good amount of the sagas / seasons have kind of been resolved. Like Frederick, there's a big resolution coming there. Like, that story arc is, oh my God, I can't wait. Because that story arc's been building. Yeah, there's so many. CM Punk and Backlash? Hell yeah, let's go. Punk there. I saw the Cena thing too. So, Captain Wildfire, don't die immediately from anger. Or maybe it's a flashback. Or maybe it's after an event. We'll see. Oh, Frederick, my boy! Oh, my boy! Oh, just wait. Just wait for Frederick. Just you wait. Raymond has to find Rocky. Yes, he does. It's gonna get nuts. Will you ever release the seasons on purchasable? What? Oh, you mean like Blu-ray or like digital or something? Oh no, I don't want to make money off of it. Like, no, just take it for free. Just download it. It's fine. I don't care. No, like it's good. It's good. Does Carl show up? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. I won't give anything away. All I'm saying is, Jason, welcome to the posse. God. I can't believe that feels like, I can't believe in one way, wow, that's 4 years ago, but good God, that's only 4 years ago. Nick Unifier, as much as I enjoy the team characters, I'm also looking to forward to the interaction between the emotions, especially Chamas and Ambition. Oh, just wait for Ambition. Oh, just wait for Ambition. Yep. One of my favorite arcs to resolve. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Ambition's arc. Oh my God. Yeah, it's good. Vapors! Completely unbiased, but no episode will top season 3, episode 4. I feel you. I feel you. Mm-hmm. Get Carl's theme off YouTube? Yeah, it all comes off YouTube. All of it. Oh, Seth and Roman's gonna be great whenever they do that. Hot take, Carl's theme music is overrated. Get out. Get out. Get out! Get out! Never. Oh, God. Yeah. Ambition is a top 3 character that I'm excited for that to be done. For that to play out how it's going to play out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Ambition's going to be great. Top 3 characters. Ambition's up there. Wildflower's up there. Wildflower's going to be good. I gotta get caught up on the GCU. I'm way behind. Hey, listen, you got time? You got time? Yeah, Ambition and Wildflower are really high up there. Anger is up there. Frederick is up there. Oh, God, Frederick's arc is so good. Frederick arc is so good. Yeah. There's good. Yeah, they'll be everything. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Chamas is badass as hell. Oh my God, I'm so happy with that. Yep. Just you wait. Ugh. I was thinking about this on the walk with my dogs the other day. And well, it was technically Sinclair and Daphne. But there's a part of me, I think I'm going to do it. So the first episode is going to be called The Pop, which I've said now for over, like, probably, it's not over a year, but, you know, it's been a while. I have, like, the format in my head. Memory will be back for season 6. Very much so. Very, very much so. I think I know the direction that I want to go in for how that story is going to be told. So, my idea, Jester bit the bullet and bought the sushi. Nice. Jason Tour never left, just a new upgrade. Well, I appreciate you, Jason. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. Predators eliminated. Deshaun Watson out. So, I'll tell you straight up. So you remember a little episode in season 3? Episode 3. Called The Fear. And it basically just told the story of Chamas throughout, like, time. I want the premiere to be that for Anger. And I have the, like, format in my head and have it basically catch the audience up from what they have been doing to the end of Coach Season 5 to the end of the North Saga. And then, yeah. Because I think I've established Anger pretty well. I think, even though it was under 10 minutes, I know people are upset about that. It was under 10 minutes. I think giving him an episode to literally just massacre other characters, I think that was a good move because it kind of just set the stage and also to kill off a certain character, which is really important. But I think the additional context is needed, and I was going to do it in a later episode, but I think I really enjoyed the season 5 premiere and how it kind of told the story of Jerry and Gavin and related to the overall story, but then ended in very Coach-like fashion. I think I want to do something similar for the last thing to set up like the last quote unquote like villain of the series. Yeah, I think it'd be good. The keys, baby. The keys. The keys. It's also been way too effing long since I made something GCU, man. Like, I miss it. I gotta get back into it. Imagine seeing Anger getting pushed out in a flashback. Ooh, that's gonna get talked about. It's gonna get talked about. There will be some flashbacks, yes. There'll be flashbacks. Yep. Exactly, Fat Batman. Exactly. It's been 3 months. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's because, like, this is it. This is the last one. I thought about Netflixing it. I thought about doing a part 1, part 2, but I was like, nope. I was like, it's getting done. It's getting done. So, yep. I explain where the characters go after the beach. Yes. Nope, that's not ambiguous. That will be explained. I've known that for literally since the beach was created. So, yep. Yep. It was 6 a.m. in the morning. That is true. That is... Yeah, that's, again, I think I've built up enough faith with the audience that, like, you know I'm going to make sure that this is, like, ending on a satisfying note. I literally was up till 6 a.m., like, making this finale, and then I streamed, like, the next day. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be just fine. Yeah, season 5 and North, yes, they were back-to-back. That was not an ideal schedule. It was definitely not. It worked out well. Joe, farther areas of crawl space we haven't yet explored that aren't the beach or beyond. Ooh. Premature coaches go international? Maybe. Maybe. Are there any other spaces? Well, beyond the beach hasn't been explored, but you will see it. Rouse. I don't think so. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's the only new quote-unquote space that I'm introducing. And that's it. Wolf! What's our Tom? You're still going to be able to stream with Papa Grossi after you move to Wisconsin. Rouse, baby, rouse. Go back out. I don't know. Maybe virtually we'll try to figure something out. I don't know yet. I mean, also, I haven't bought a house yet. So, I need to spend a bunch of money on an international trip first. And then we'll see what happens with that. Shout out to Stacy. Still sending updates, which is great. I just haven't found a house yet. So I also have so much on my mind right now of getting this stuff done. But yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. See what happens. Coach 2, Beyond the Beach. Yeah. It's going to be such a weird... It's going to be really weird. Like... finishing it. It's weird. Mitch with a tour rewatching Coach's Sagas. He's so nostalgic. It's so good. It's so good. And I was making that while I was teaching, which is crazy. That's nuts. And the quality is so good. I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, it's gonna be weird when it's all said and done. But it is also gonna be like such a... Like, I did it. I told a 6-year story on YouTube. And yeah. The best part about it is, like, when I'm done, like, when I'm done, like, with Saga's already done with Coach, I'm going to need to pour my creativity into something. And, like, scripted will definitely be part of that. But I want to make that movie. I want to do it. Jay, Turner, how's the progress on your clickbait punishment? Per and I talked about it today. The dress, someone found it. It was like over $900, which is more than I made. So I can't afford the dress. But there's a couple alternates I might look into. So don't worry. The dress will be had. It will be had. Spencer Rattler, I think, going to a great situation. Let him sit. Let him sit. Demetrius! Tom, was WrestleMania more filling for you because you got to watch former Vikings player lose the Universal title? Yes. Sorry, Joe. Suck it. I'm just kidding. I acknowledge my tribal chief. I acknowledge. $900 is nothing to a billionaire like you, Tom. Yeah. Yeah. Don't think you established Anger well at all. The way he killed off multiple characters, including all in the North Saga, was done badly. Okay, why do you think that, Andrew? So that includes, obviously, Coach as well. I'm curious why you think that. I would love to hear the why. All right, why? Why not? Will it be a mega Coach single video? I've thought about it. I thought it's going to be, like, really long, though. And I'm pretty sure it passes the limitations of how long a video can be on YouTube. So, I don't think that would work. I mean, I think I could combine all, like, the Coach stuff, but then it kind of loses some of the context without the sagas. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Second favorite, again, I like the Bills, I like the Bengals, I like the Texans, Strouds. But there's only one team, babe. There's only one team. Saga's already 27 hours. There you go. There you go. North Saga was done incredibly well. It absolutely ruined me. Thank you. I love the ending. No, I absolutely love the ending. That North finale took a bit. But damn, I love the way it ended. God's Fire, trying to get punished during clickbait, but no, people are going to ruin everything. I'm telling you. I just want Perna to be punished forever with the Taylor Swift thing. It just keeps going deeper and deeper. So, did a rewatch of the North, but added the Friday Night Q&A where we discussed who killed Ref in the watch order. Oh, hell yeah. Wolfwood Tour, tell me my house is cheaper in Minnesota. I'll die before I do it. Just because the Vikings are near. Super! We're through it, Tom! First super chat ever. Watch for a while. Content's 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Uncle's a Cowboys fan. Hasn't said a word to me since January. Damn, feels good to be a Packers fan. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Come on now. Let's go. Come on now. Come on. Beautiful thing. Andrew, I mean, he clearly did not have any clear motivations. No goals like the villains in Halo Infinite. I mean, he does though in Coach. He has a pretty clear goal. There's a pretty clear goal. Love the Halo. Yo, I was ready. To defend my thesis. I was like, all right, what did we like about it? Let's go. I'll justify all of my writing. Not to like it though. I just saw RBT's YouTube video. He didn't tell me he made a YouTube video, but I won. Wide receiver 1, Tom Grossi. That's it. No, I love the series I made. I'm very happy with it. There's not many things I would change. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. So, that's it. Made to antagonist faction Helldivers have 2 clear goals. Oh, I love it. Private of Fire. Perna's already punished being a Broncos fan. A, because of Zach Wilson. B, because of terrible uniforms. It's true. Race with A Tour. Detroit gets Arnold Branch moment. It will never be as bad as Brian Branch. It will never be as bad. Brian Branch was bad. I was like, oh, he's going to be good. He's going to be so good. Jameson Williams. I am very curious to see how he develops. Like, he needs to do well. He needs to do well this season. Otherwise, J-Mo needs to do well. So, Chance and Ambition both had clear and justifiable motives. Anger has none. Oh, no, Anger has some. Anger 100%. 100%. He kind of explains this, too. I mean, where it is explained about him. That's the thing, too. Like, everything you hear about Anger comes from somebody else that's not Anger, which I think also makes him different from others. Like, Chamas had a little bit of that, and is, like, kind of alluded to, but then you just kind of see, like, through his actions. Same thing with Ambition. Ambition literally just, like, sits down and, like, just talks to you about it. But Anger, he's just talked about. And talking about him getting pushed out and hating all the other emotions because of it, and then just sitting out here for years and years and years and years until he could get in and destroy everything. That's what he wants. So, come on, write a college thesis about the motives of each of the characters and Coach. Let's go. Oh, don't worry, you'll get Anger's POV. And that wasn't even the first episode I was talking about. Prime Fire, would you rather be a WWE writer or NFL writer? WWE, 100%. Tom Grossi wins the championship, just like David Arquette, and nothing wrong happened after that. So, Tom and Anger get a scene? Yes, they do. Tom and Anger get like an episode. Yeah, that's true, LQ. That is true. Yeah. There's going to be a few Tom and insert character episodes. Or at least significant chunks of time that they're going to get. Tom and Anger is 100% one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Jerry, you get close to seeing him, but then he loses it again at the last minute, so never gets his keys back. Gavin moves on. What do you accomplish after the North Saga? Well, killing off any of the characters? Well, that's not true, because Coach, he literally kills off Frederick, and then the consequence is literally in the finale when Frederick and the Mafia are he kills the Mafia, he kills Frederick, and then there's consequences because now they're holding up memory, like on the beach. So there's that direct consequence, right? There's other consequences after that. But then, like, you should, unless you didn't watch Coach, you should know why Anger is going to the North House. He's looking for Blood Demon. So there is immediate consequences to that because he now has Blood Demon, and Blood Demon has already said that he's not going to the beach. So I'm just saying. Is there? Yeah, a lot of consequences. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's consequences from the East Saga too, right? Joe dying and standing up for his son in the worst way possible. Like, that's a huge consequence. What happened to Gavin? You'll see. Who's better, Steelers or Bills? Bills. Just because it hasn't been... I don't trust the QB play. I don't trust the QB play at all. So, yeah, no. Gavin is not dead yet. Will he die? Who knows? I do. But, yep. Do I think the Chiefs get the repeat? They could, yes. They could. Do we ever find out why Lamy ended up on the beach? Well, you didn't see Lamy on the beach. Cause the saga to be almost boiled down to a single moment. Yeah, no, correct? Because it's, yeah, Lamy's not on the beach. Yeah. I was like thinking back, like, Lamy's on the beach, right? Yeah, no, Lamy's not on the beach. Yeah, he saw Junior. Junior's on the beach. So he's in the Pro Bowl jersey, yeah. Yeah, no, he's not, Junior's in there. Yeah. Lamy isn't dead yet. Jerry is dead. Jerry is very dead. Yes. So. Yep. Yeah, Junior was the Pro Bowl jersey. Yep. Take care, Liz. Take care. Yet. Always yep. Favorite video game of all time? Ooh, maybe Bioshock Infinite. One of them. Journey's up there. Gears of War 2's up there. Yeah. Is winning fan of the year going to affect the lore in any way? Maybe a tiny bit. See, I'm on fire. Tom, talking about retro stuff while Space Ghost Coast to Coast is on. Ooh, got me on a nostalgia trip watching old Fox Kids, Knicks, and CN records. Hell yeah. Old school Cartoon Network. Amazing. Joe and Fire, is there a version of anger that could help Tom if not left unchecked? The other emotions have that ability. Ooh. Oh, that gets into spoiler territory there. I'll give you this. Anger as the emotion, yes, there is a way it can help Tom. Yes. Was the Blood Demon killed off anger? You don't know yet. Brad with a fire. Hi, Friday. What's your favorite draft pick? Packers? Bullard. Cooper's up there too, though. Bullard and Cooper. Gods with a fire. Swear the Chiefs repeat. I will vow to never, ever, ever watch football again until the next season. I feel you. I'll feel the same way. James with fire. What was the first book series that remember really changing your life? Ooh. Book or series? Like, I liked Artemis Fowl as a kid. If you go really back early, then the teacher from the Black Lagoon, because like that whole Black Lagoon series, all about it. I read Animorphs a little bit. Yeah, Artemis Fowl was awesome back in the day. That was dope. Harry Potter, of course. Like that was there. Nick, what's your favorite Zelda game? Wind Waker. Majora's Mask is second. But then, honestly, like it's not necessarily even book. There's like TV series that I like. Oh damn! Like that changed the way I thought about TV. Lost did that for me. Yeah. Lost definitely has its flaws. Oh my god, there's some episodes that are really not good. But that finale, for me, it stuck. So, screw J.K. Rowling, 100%. Elijah, did you see Loki on Disney Plus? Best TV show ever? Yeah, it was good. It was very, very good. The way it finished, too, was perfect. So perfect. Laura, thanks for membership. Appreciate you. Quasimodo, Tom, where's Rams Chiefs 2018 rank for you? Pretty damn high. Yeah, I wish I was streaming that game. And I will always regret not streaming that game. So, yes. Pretty damn high. Pretty damn high. So. Oh, it was literally flawless. It was perfect. I was worried about Loki season 2, too. And it just ended. I was like, perfect. Perfect. That game was so much fun. It was. I think Mahomes in a league of his own? No, I think he's one of, if not the best quarterback in the NFL. I don't know about league of his own. His adaptability is insane, but I think you do see flashes of that in other quarterbacks. Sam, thanks for 5 memberships. Appreciate you. Thank you. Andrew, I don't think you, maybe you don't like it. I mean, listen, not all the MCU shows are good. A bunch of them were bad. But I liked Hawkeye. Ironically, I really liked Hawkeye. It was good. So, yeah. All right. Question is, what we got? 237. Yeah, we're definitely doing Uno Mas. I didn't even watch Secret Wars. It looked so bad. I was like, and the reception was so bad. I was like, nope. I still haven't seen Ahsoka. That's on me, but yeah. I want to see the Acolyte. I do want to see Ahsoka. It's just I wasn't a Rebels guy. Like I didn't watch Rebels a ton. I just watched like key stuff, so I knew what was happening in the lore. But that's it. Elijah Tier, what's the best football game you've ever seen? One of my favorite football. I mean, my favorite like football moment is, besides like Packers winning Super Bowls and stuff, is 2013 Packers Bears, Randall Cobb on 4th down. Like that was just such an epic moment. The Hail Mary in Detroit was incredible. I loved that. That was effing awesome. Run the Table season was great. One of my favorite games in person was the 2011 Packers Giants, but not the playoff one, regular season, because I went there live. Saw Des no catch. That was a crazy game. And then the Randall Cobb Hail Mary against the Giants in wild card. Rex Fire Tom just finished Mummy, and I think I'm by. Oh, Brendan Fraser? Or are you talking about others in that movie? Yeah. Mummy? Phenomenal. A Knocks on the Moon? Come on now. All right, I'm thinking we go. Do we go strong beer? I think we do. Go Uno Mas. Yo, Mummy and Mummy 2. Great. It's great movies. Do we go? All right, you know what? Let's ask it is Friday, screw it. Hold on. Let's ask the audience here. All right, start a poll. Okay. Which beer? Do we go Duvel? Do we go Delirium? Do we go Allagash again? All right. Get your options in. It's very important. Get your votes in. Duvel and Delirium, both strong beers, both good, strong like bull beers. If I drink it for about a half hour, we'll be rocking. We will be rocking. Q&A will be a-flowing. That's it. We'll see. We'll see. Lucky turret. Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor is underrated. Yeah, I hated it as a young lad because it wasn't as good. So, yeah. Oh, Dominic, there won't be sickness. I don't wish, but yeah, no, 4 beers ain't gonna take me down. Allagash is winning, and I want something stronger. So I should have just done Duval or Delirium. Allagash, I love you, but I think we get something stronger. I think we do it. I'm gonna pretend Delirium wins. Okay. Stop the count. All right, goodbye. Delirium. Gonna grab it. Be right back. Take this upstairs. Oh, there's Jump. Outlaw. Sir. I'm not a fan of beer at all. Whiskey for the win. Hey, babe. Let's go. Whatever works. Whatever gets you there. That's it. Delirium. Gonna pee for the D real quick. Give me the beat, boy, let me free my soul. I forgot to put a damn towel down here again. Oh, stupid downstairs bathroom. Nobody uses it. Chair. God's a turret. Drink a PBR. No. The Holler at Tenor. 2013 Packers bag. Cobb on 4th was the day after one of my kids was born. Watched in the hospital, and it was everything we could do not to hoot and holler. Baby was sleeping. So good. It's just a great moment. Evo, what I missed out was at work. Beer, love, life. Glass Motor, ever had something from Kern River? I don't believe I have. I don't think so. Joe Fire, thoughts on Luke Getzi as an offensive coach? Also can't wait for visit Brazil. Oh, let's go. Salmo Grace, let's go. Come on, we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock, baby. Getzi as an offensive coach, I think was really good for Green Bay. That's what I'll say. Really good for Green Bay. Tom is a lyrical genius. Is that why the Atlanta Falcons drafted somebody with the last name that looked like penis? Sorry, I had a rhyme. I'm sorry. It has to come out sometimes. It does. Mad Monday's probably gonna be like July, August, somewhere around there. Sorry, it's gonna be a while. Gotta go international. Gotta finish coach. Those two are the priorities. Also, ooh, nailed it. How's Pangea? Pangea's almost gone. I appreciate you asking about Pangea. It does. I gerrymandered for those beer votes. Yes, I did. That's America. That's America. I forgot what question I was answering. It's gone. It's gone. Rocks? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. SB. Thoughts on Caleb's gayness? Oh, boy. All right. I hope that's coming from a place of love. Probably not. I don't know the sexuality of Caleb Williams because I don't care about the sexuality of Caleb Williams. Bro, if that dude's gay, hell yeah. If he's not, hell yeah. I don't care, man. Like, play football, man. We're people. People are people. That's all that matters. If you were really upset about somebody painting their nails or wearing a dress or something, I wish I had the time / amount of energy to care about things that have no impact on me. I don't care. Let people be people. Don't let people hurt other people. Have a nice day. Done. That's it. That's it. That's all there is. Cheers. Good luck with finals. Good luck with finals. Is that a scale? Where? This? Ooh. What? Where? There's no answer. Why no so woke? Oh, God forbid people be people. Guys, I think we talk about something less controversial, please. Let's talk about the Middle East. Let's talk about that right now. People, how dare you let them live? Because my favorite part of 30 and 30. Favorite part, just people living people. That's it. That's it. Any of the sagas, did you wish a team performed differently? Yes, the Chargers. I wish the Chargers didn't charger every single opportunity during the West Saga, because then they could have had a complete story arc and it wouldn't keep you up at night. Race Tour, fun fact, has 192. Really? For Cider Week? Huh. All right. All right. I like it. Election year, good God. Yep. Reagan, crush it, kill it. Let's go. I don't care. We don't allow politics. See, yes and no. It's literally like, just don't be a douche about it. That's it. The rule's always been, just don't be an a-hole. That's all. We have talked about everything. Politics don't scare me. Religion doesn't scare me. None of this stuff talking about, I'm not afraid to be like, oh, no, I don't care about anything. The one thing I will say, exactly, Sam, Woodrow Wilson is a piece of garbage. Woodrow Wilson, if he was alive, I would punch him in the face. I would take the assault charge to punch Woodrow Wilson in the face. Because that guy needs a swift punch to the face. That's it. Potentially 14, but that's it. That's it. Yep. Who's worse, Woodrow Wilson or Andrew Jackson? It's Andrew Jackson. It is. It is. Andrew Jackson's the, masculine guy, dual guy. Yeah, and that's all cool, masculine, whatever. Bro, dude was a horrible human being. Horrible human being. I still would punch Woodrow Wilson in the face, though, because Andrew Jackson would shoot me. I want to punch Woodrow Wilson in the face. He's an old dude. I'll just punch him right in the head. What did he do? Ask the indigenous people of this country. Gods of Fire, which Chargers win? Charger, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Diego could have had a satisfying story arc. He could have challenged Lewis, probably would have killed him off, and then that would be it. FPS of Fire, Scarce Time, finishing video games. Have you gotten to God of War, any of the games? Oh, I beat God of War. Come on now. God of War is gone. Video games? No. Ghost of Tsushima is still upstairs. I haven't played that, but, hold on. This is an achievement for me. What game have I been playing a lot? Slay the Spire. I have gotten to Ascension 20. The final max level of that game. It is so difficult. It is so hard. But I'm going to get it. Landon with a fitting! For the kitty. Don't care how good he is. Patrick Beverly has always been classless, has no place on the Bucks. Also, boop that nose. Bro, like... Okay. I have time tonight. I have said this before. The idolization of people in general is, I grew up in the time of, like, there were mega stars, like Superstar, whether they're athletes, whether they were celebrities, like the Brad Pitts of the world, whatever, right? George Clooney was up there forever. And I feel like as time has gone by, more and more people, and Gareth talked about this actually on GPS, which I'd love to actually talk about, but it's allowed more people into the quote-unquote famous sphere, right? And there's questions of like, is there ever going to be a Brad Pitt again? Not the person, because whatever, but like the kind of status. And like Taylor Swift, right? That's like a global thing. There's people that transcend the little communities or the big communities online and connect with other communities. Like, for example, like, bro, we got 653,000 people subscribed. That's pretty dope. Like, that's pretty damn awesome, right? It's a little community on the internet. So there's not many people who transcend that, right? Like Beyonce is the world, whatever. So I think it's really interesting because there's always been that idolization of, if you are famous, for the most part, this was believed for a little bit, maybe that's tough. Maybe you're a decent human being. But like, there's a reason why you have this, and because you have this level of fame, other things may be overlooked, if that makes sense. And I think that has been such a thing I'm so appreciative of. Like, I've met a good amount of athletes at this point at various levels, and I've met a lot of people from everywhere. And I think just like coming to that conclusion of like, no, people are people. There are some people who are freak athletes. There are some people who will do things that I could never even attempt to do. Kurt Benkert can throw a football way faster than I will ever be able to throw a football, right? But with that singing ability, throwing ability, acting ability, whatever, there's people. And I think that like a guy like Pat Bev, like, yeah, like I'm a Bucks fan. Like I'm going to root for the Bucks because he's on the team. I'd like to root for him. And like, that's what Browns fans went through with signing a certain QB. I think it's important to recognize like, oh, I like this person for whatever reason, for their talent, for their personality, whatever. If they're a person of influence, whatever, I don't care. I think it's also important to keep that perspective, like they're a person. That's it. Just like you, they're a person, right? They're going to make mistakes. They're going to mess up. They're going to, not be perfect. And they shouldn't be. There's no perfect person on this planet. Except somebody who hates Minnesota Vikings. If you hate the Minnesota Vikings, you're perfect. But I'm just saying. That sucked to see. Max Ventura, what NFL team would WW be a fan of? Vikings. Easy. Race to Woodrow middle schoolers. I'm drop kicking both of them. Both of them. Birthday tour. F. Woodrow Wilson in the Federal Reserve. Throw Woodrow Wilson in the Federal Reserve. Both 185. Hey, Tom, you need to find Allagash end of day. 9.5. All right. I see you. All right. Gods of Terror. It's nothing to do with my Chiefs' hatred, but I don't get Swift popularity. Granted, not my type of music, but she sounds like every other pop singer out there to me. Yeah, and like that's cool. Like it might be because I'm turning into an old man before your eyes. If somebody like, it takes a lot of energy to hate somebody that you don't know. It takes a lot. I mean, there could be people who are just like bad people with their actions, right? Of like, oh, they're doing awful things or they're hurting people, what have you. And 100%, that makes a lot of sense. But like, if you don't like a celebrity or like a musician, because you're just like, oh, I hate that person. Why? Like, who cares? Like, just don't listen to them. So I get it. Like, if Taylor Swift not your stuff, like I've heard a bunch of Taylor Swift stuff. There's some songs I like. There's some songs on whatever. Like, if that song comes on, I'll listen to it. If not, I move on with my life. Like, it's just, yeah, maybe it's just the hanging out with Perna too much. I just don't care. Like, it's so much energy just to like hate someone I never met and don't know. Unless they're like objectively a piece of garbage. So, Rick Hitcher, who rose the briefcase on Austin at King of the Ring 99? Who rose the briefcase on Austin King of 99? I don't know. Is it Vince, maybe? Oh, Vince. Tyler Fire. Tom, do you agree that John Tyler is a terrible president that flies under the radar compared to others? Yeah, nobody talks about John Tyler at all. Not even his own family. Show it, Jerk. Punch with Wilson or spend a day with Teddy Roosevelt? No, I'm going to punch Wilson in the face. It's worth it to me. It's worth it. It's true. Gods of Fire. Don't hate Swift. I just don't get it. I do hate her boyfriend, though, with a fire of 1,000 suns. And that is fair. Yeah, no, like, I get it. But, like, I feel like that's what the internet has done. Remember when I was just talking to you about The Shield? And I was like, hey, I liked this commercial because it played a song I liked. Back in the day, folks, God, oh my God, I just back in the day, yeah. Like, bro, legit, like, we had LimeWire. Like, that, we had CDs, we had floppy disks, we had just tried to, if we wanted to hear a song, we hoped it came on the radio or we downloaded it illegally from LimeWire. That was it. Like, now, if you hate an artist, you literally can go listen to another artist. Like, it's so easy. It's like, all right, Like that's it. Like, yeah, exactly. You gotta time it on the hour. Like, oh, the radio's gonna play my song. They're gonna play Linkin Park in the end at this point. Dude, yeah, no, like that was a thing. And now it's like, oh man, I don't like Taylor Swift. Go listen to any of the millions of other artists. Done. I'm not talking about you guys, Monkey, but I'm saying, yeah, like, I don't like them. Cool. I'm gonna listen to somebody else that I have with the computer in my pocket. God, I'm old now. Of course you believe in Joe Hendry. Of course you do. Of course. Did that parody of Higher? Come on now. Come on. You used to have the tape ready to go when a great song came on. Legit, I remember just like listening to so when I was in Iceland and rented a car, I listened to FM radio. It was dope. I heard so much Dua Lipa though. Like, and I don't mind Dua Lipa, but good God, it was so much. God's a fiver. You're back in the days of my 20s. You're still my childhood hero though. That's it. Acknowledge. That's it. Come on now. Anyone else see the Bar Star play? That's it. Come on. It was yeah. My mom had a cassette player. Yep, we read that. I had the walkie-talkie thing, the recorder from Home Alone. Oh yeah. I told you, my family tapes, like my birthdays are on the same tapes as like WrestleMania. So the Talk Boy, that's what it was. The Talk Boy. Most overrated president? Oh. By action or by character? Man, then that gets really controversial. F it. Ronald Reagan. Incredibly popular guy. Populist guy. Like, knows how to talk to the people. Absolutely destroyed in his election. But good God, those policies sucked ass. Bro, like, those policies sucked ass. They were bad. He destroyed that election. But good God, those policies have not aged well. Nay. That has nothing to do with politics, man. That's just me as a history teacher. That's just, they have not aged well. Ricky, at 5'2" R2's heroes, 47-year-old John Cena. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Napster. Yep, I used Napster first. It's true. Zeneca Satur, robot toy from Flubber. Oh, bro. I had the McDonald's toy of Flubber. Like, you, like, wound it up. I had the Tarzan elephant. It was the back of my mom's Saturn. I remember that. I remember. Okay, Tara, thank you. Been saying that for months about Taylor Swift. Don't like her. Don't listen. Don't feel a need to ruin experience for those we do. See, like, unless they're, like, a garbage person or, like, they're hurting some other... Bro, like, use the energy for something else. It's just there's so many others. Inspector Gadget. Yes. 100%. Had those toys, too. I did. The dial-up. Oh, the dial-up. Couldn't use the phone. Nay. Yeah, thank God for Roadrunner when Wire hit. Evo and a fire. What's your favorite best physical edition of a game? Ooh. Physical edition. I bought a couple back in my day. Thinking about a bunch of steelbooks, but I actually, hold on, do I still have it? I think I do. Hold on. Do I still have this? I do. Bro, I still got Final Fantasy for PlayStation. I still got Final Fantasy 7 for PlayStation. There's a few. Yep. I got disc 1 and disc 2 and 3. There's a bunch of PlayStation games like I got rid of or like sold or gave to people. But that was one I was like, I'm keeping that one. Keeping that. Sega CD. No, I had Sega cartridge, but yeah. Thoughts on Reagan's policy following the end of the Cold War? Ugh, AP test. Godspeed. 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 How's scratched? I don't think they are. I always take really good cares of my games. Yeah. That's good. That's good. There's a hair on it. Look good. Josh, if I think the Giants could be okay within neighbors, or am I delusional? Also, I've announced this 30 and 30 big cat, a good thing. I announced the International Stadium Tour. No scratches. So that's one of the things I'm announcing this year. Do I think they'll be okay? Yes, I think they'll be okay. I think they're going to be a middle-of-the-road team this year. Nothing crazy, though. Gods of a Tour, I still have my Sega Genesis. That's what I had. That's what I had. Blowing on cartridges, that's how I solve the majority of my technical problems today. I literally blow out the dust. Whether that does anything or not, but that's how I learned. That's how I learned. So, it's a greatest hits one. It's a greatest hits. Don't got an OG one, but got greatest hits. Greatest hits. Tarun! I haven't had much time this past week. How did college protests affect the ward in the 1900s? Thought about what's happened at campus. Yeah, so, you know what? I'm really happy you brought that up because I actually got an email from New Paltz because we saw, obviously, what's going on at Columbia, but I saw New Paltz emailed me because I'm still on their alumni stuff, and they're like, yeah, apparently there was, like, protesters who camped in, and they, like, removed them, and a whole 9 yards. And I was like, that's super duper interesting. The ward in 1900s, I mean, you see the early 1900s through the like 1920s, you see some social changes that happen with like prison reform. You see it happen with obviously women's suffrage. Education becomes a big thing as well. Those are some of the big three, and prohibition obviously is a thing at the time, but the temperance movement. So the protests have like a good amount. The thing of the story I always love to tell, which also is deeply depressing. And I love talking about this with AP especially, but with the general ed kids, like we had time to talk about it, is we talk about World War One, and I focus on World War One for a good while, because it's a really big turning point in human history. And afterwards, talking about the want to avoid anything like that again, right? It was the war to end all wars. And women's suffrage kind of came out of that because women are strongly advocating for the right to vote, especially during this time period. And after World War One, there is kind of a general sentiment that, oh, if we allow women to vote, they will use their emotions and they will vote for somebody, a man, of course. They will vote for somebody who is not going to get us into another world war. So is that the only reason they got the right to vote? Absolutely not. Like, suffragists do a ton of work, 100%. I'm not diluting that at all. Of course, women during World War One take over a bunch of the factory jobs, not diluting that at all. But I introduced, because there's plenty of primary sources about this, of men being like, okay, yeah, like let's allow women to vote because they won't vote us into another world war. And yeah, like that's like a oof, okay, like that's a pretty sexist ideal that was there. So yeah, it's nuts. Down and fire. Tiny thing the Pats can do better with Drake May and Mac Jones. Yes, 100%. SL with a tenor. With Love being open for a deal, how do you feel about Love deal with such big money being involved? I love Love, but I'm worried about him going all in just after 9 weeks of elite play. I'm not worried about it at all. No, you're going to lock him up for at least like 4 years, probably. You're maybe having out after 2, maybe 3. But yeah, I think he's done enough. He knows the system. He knows the scheme. He's the guy right now. He's the guy. I play Final Fantasy. Yes, I was a history teacher. True story. True story. True story. Crush that AP test. Let's go. Let's go. What is love? DC, we're rocking. We are rocking. We're over 3 hours right now. We're gonna at least finish this beer. We're gonna finish this beer. We're gonna rock and roll. But yeah, I also I talk a lot about a lot of things in like a historical sense. Like I said, my students never knew who I voted for. I never advertised that. I just taught. That's it. Tree, we're on a good amount of beers. A couple vitamins too. How you doing, buddy? Congrats on the trending, by the way. Amp with Fire, seen Blackadder's Force finale over the top. World War One was terrifying. I don't think I've seen that exact thing, but no, the World War One is horrific. Horrific. So, yep. Not good. Not good. Hope you're doing well, buddy. We're rocking out here. We're rocking and rolling. That's good. Hell yeah, Tycoon. Let's go. Let's go. Why not? Oh, DC, I finished the Fallout show. It was so good. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. I played Fallout 3 and 4. I still haven't played New Vegas, but I played 3 and 4. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I love Goggins too, so. Crush it. Crush it. That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, you're in Myrtle Beach, right, Tree? Hell yeah. Think about the Packers record. 10-11 wins. 10-11. Look at that. Nick with a fire. Where's the only trees link? That's for Tree. Maybe he's gonna take some pictures at the wedding. I don't know. Maybe. Back to the bear. Do you get bears up there? Apparently we do. Apparently we do. Apparently we do. So I don't know. Apparently we do. Talking history. I think an idea for the next history lesson will be, I gotta look, hell yeah, Eric Witt, hell yeah. I have to still get the stuff off of my hard drive. The reason I haven't done a history lesson is because I haven't had the proper time to like look at it and be like, okay, I'd teach this the way I want to teach it. So yeah, give me some time. It might be after I get, like, until I get back, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just trying to, I'm putting so much effort. I'm terrified about the international thing, by the way. Oh man, that video, we worked so hard on it. That sucked ass on YouTube. It did really well on other social media stuff, so I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad I posted it there. Oh my god, I am so terrified about it. About it just like no one caring. No one caring. I'm still doing it because we're rocking. Just like 30 and 30. I had the same issue with 30 and 30. I was like, oh god, no one's going to care about this. But yeah, I have to finalize stuff early next week. Monday will be that. And then I'll feel better about it. But oh yeah, MK, I'm watching all the hockey. All the hockey. So terrifies me though. Terrifies me. Yeah, like I think like less than 20,000 people watch the video. I was like, oh, that sucks. That sucks. All right. We're trying. Yeah, I'm looking at this from the standpoint of like, regardless of, I said, well, I'm sorry. I'm very happy because, bro, I spent like $50K last year and we turned it to $500,000 for charity. Worth it. If I spend however stupid much money this is going to be, which is just podcast money, I'm going to be happy. Even if it's like I spend 20K on this and we raise 50K. It'll suck. We don't get 100K, but like that helps kids. So, yeah. Exactly, Johnny. Honestly. Elo Turp, how many Final Fantasy games have you played? I played 7. I think 10 too. SL Winter, how do you think Caleb does in Chicago? Going into a great scenario. Center, still a little concerned about, but yeah, I think he'll be all right. He'll be fine. But it's gonna be great. Like we're gonna crush it. I'm not worried about the content. I don't worry about anything. Yeah. See, obviously, I always worry about that stuff. Because, again, I'm kind of just, the only way, like, things go well is because, like, me and the community. In terms of, like if something does well. Like that's why there's no joke. Like I just praise this community every time during 30 and 30. Cause y'all carried. Yeah, Johnny and I traveled for 30 straight days, which is nuts. More than Tommy Dreamer did, but damn. That was crazy. So I'm hoping it crushes. I'm going to places like that I've never been to before and being like, hey, let's hope this goes well. It's crazy. You did pick me off in 1v1. It was underthrown. It was underthrown. You know it. You know it was. You know it was. But yeah. There's always that fear. Always that fear. We'll do all right, though. We'll do all right. Ambition's thriving. Bro, when it comes to international stuff, yeah. Ambition gonna be out. It's gonna be out. It's gonna be out. Remember I almost poked your eye out the combine? Bro, that hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. You know what was really fun? The other day, I literally was thinking that you got a fast car. That's right. I fast carred you through the internet with 500 other people, Johnny Barks. God. So during the Super Bowl, we you saw this on the vlog too. Because of the amazing Grammy performance that was Fast Car, Johnny and I would sing Fast Car all the time. And then the combine turned into trying to fool the other person of luring them into Fast Car. So it'd be like, oh man, like, I can't believe it. And they'd be like, what? And they'd be like, you got a fast car. And they'd be like, damn it. But then it got really competitive. Then it got Johnny pretended to forget a camera part. And I was like, what? What'd you forget? And he was like, a fast car. And it was really bad. So then, so now Johnny and I are engaged in an endless war of trying to lure each other into a false sense of security just to get them with the lyrics to Fast Car. So that's what's going on in my life. That's it. Austin Fire, most important question of all. How's Jordan Love getting to affect LeBron's legacy? Poorly. So poorly. I won't explain. Gentlemen at 20 for the international trip and the kids. For the kids. For the kids. For the kids. Right? LQ. It is. It's literally the you all looked. Y'all looked. So rough dates or international tour. I'm flying out the 28th. Then like every 2 days I'm in a different place. So London, we're there for like day 0, but it depends. 28th, 29th, 30th. Germany, I think is like the 1st. It's on there somewhere. Yeah, where the at the end of the video. Joey Tour, fast carring like Rick Rolling, but Grossified. Yes, correct. That is correct. SL, your super chat got skipped. No, I answered how does Caleb do in Chicago. I think he's going to do fine. I think he's going to throw like 3,000 yards. I think like 3,250 is where I'd be. That's it. 3,250. So, Champions League, no, we're not going to be there. We're not going to be there for that. FG, I don't think they're going to have to handle 500K. I think they'll be fine. People are just going to go to like Appleton or Milwaukee or whatever. They'll be fine. Ultimately, people will figure it out. I'm not overly concerned. So, got pretty damn good. Got to bide my time now. Johnny, I told you the morning that before we ran the combine drills, I was like, I'm going to get you today. I was like, fast car. I kept reminding you. And then after you poked me in the eye, for real, I sold it a little bit. Like, oh my God, I think you got a fast car. And that's how I'm going to play it. You're not going to win. You could wait 8 years and call me up and be like, Tom, I really need your help. Do you have and I'd be like, fast car. I will remember this forever because I will fixate on it forever. So, Godspeed. And you'll be like, Tom, I forgot my passport. Already have it in my pocket. Got it. Good luck. Good luck. Johnny's house. Exactly, Nick. Exactly. You got it. You got it. So don't worry. We're good. All right. I feel like... If the last words in Coach aren't fast car. So, true story about the end of Coach. I've had the ending in mind for years. Legit years. I am now torn because the ending that I've had in mind, I've thought about an epilogue to it. And I'm going two different ways about this. I've thought about a character ending Coach and being the last character on stream. And then I've thought about Tom being the last character on screen. And I think either work. I'm leaning towards Tom. And if that's the case, if there's an epilogue, then I've already shot the last scene of Coach. Feast on that one. Felix and Fire, got a financial accounting and Calc 2 exam from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Oh my God, Godspeed. Godspeed. Crush it. Crush it. Kick it in the face. Kick in the face. So yeah. That's, it has been shown. I filmed it. Tom's Coach ending is going to be an, oh, thank God, it was just a bad dream, or a character who's actually dead the whole time. No. You have not seen it, but I have shot it. If I do the epilogue and the last person on screen is Tom, I've already shot the final scene of Coach. Bring back the red spot for the end. Yeah, fan season reactions are going to start next week. Yep, 100%. 100%. Have you not? You have not seen it. You have not seen it. Just you wait. Just you wait. I'll tell you right now, it was shot in Iceland. Did I, on my vacation, you know, the thing away from all things that I have my job, did I shoot things for Coach? You damn right I did. You damn right I did. Did I shoot things for Coach just for the possibility of potentially using it? Yes, I did. And so, you know what that means, IRS? Iceland is a write-off. I don't make the rules. You do. Nailed it. Nailed it! Crushed it. Crushed it. No, Iceland's not the place beyond the beach. Damn it, no. There's a reason. There's a reason. Wrote it off. Bam. Bam. Got him. Nailed the IRS. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. I love you, IRS. Please don't hurt me. Kevin, thanks for 5 memberships. We're doing Uno Mas. Bro, we're getting, we're 318 in. Uno Mas. Uno Mas. Let's go. Let's go. We'll do Allagash. All right, we're rocking. Rocking. Not supposed to work on vacation. I can't help it. I can show it. What's the craziest thing I've wrote off? WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 40 tickets. Yeah. Because I was like, I know I'm going to make content out of this. So, yeah, it was WrestleMania 40. Though 30 and 30, there was a good chunk of that I had to write off. I still lost a lot of money on it, but it was worth it. It was worth it. We'll end with chair. It will not end with chair. It will not. It will not. I'm throwing the remote like I'm watching Lost. All right, let's browse. Uno mas. Uno mas. Get audited? Good. I keep records of it. Do you know, bro, not to be like a pretend billionaire, because like Elon Musk can be like, oh, I paid this 120. Shut up. Yeah, no, I pay taxes. I have no problem paying taxes. I hope it helps people. That's it. I don't believe that it will, but we'll hope. KJ2, I got a fever. And the only cure is a fast car. You got a fast car. That's it. That's it. Lanny, yeah, I'm pretty sure I booped 350. Yeah, I booped 350. I got you. Whole thing. Tom making that teacher money. Oh, God. Bro, that first year. A billionaire. Bro, I'm not even a million. Oh, yeah, Rachel. Yeah, I have your black sand. It's literally upstairs. Your black sand. I need to find a container to ship it in. Yes. I'll do that. I'll do that. Bill, there's a creme restaurant. Bill, that's strong words. It better be the greatest meal you've ever eaten. Ever. Ever. So, just saying. All right. Uno mas. Okay. We're getting into the late night Friday night Q&A. Friday night Q&A. There have been vitamins. There have been beers. Let's see what happens. Let's say it's time after dark. Gazature, imagine Derek or David with Vic or Lamar speed. Ooh. Good. Did I eat dinner? Yes, I did. It wasn't a very large dinner, but I ate dinner. Yes. Bro, also, down like 10 pounds. I'm really happy. I feel like I've lost it in here a little bit. That's been nice. But yeah, working out for a while now. Ever since the combine, I've been working my ass off. I'm like, all right, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're trying to get to where I want to get. Turn down a teacher position. Oh, you turned it down? So the person I was making double what they were after 10 years. Nick, that's valid. That's 100% valid. Let's go, Gabriel. Come on now. Come on now. Hopefully not to get up early. Nah, I usually get up early. I do. Ambassador, I did. I took the puppers out for some extra long walks. It was very nice. It was very, very nice. So, MK, I get it. I get it. It's fine. Fine. Cheers, folks. Uno mas. We rocking. Rocking. Hey, listen, Rachel. Get swole. Let's go. Let's go. Favorite stand-up comedian? Ooh, old, current, favorite routine. Oh. All right, hold on. TV comedian, like just movie comedian would be like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey and Robin Williams were like my guys. Yeah. Birbiglia, I love his storytelling. But one of my favorites is actually John Panette. John Panette, dude, like I saw him live once too. He was a funny guy. Like he was just good. Farley's amazing too. But Panette stand-up was so good. Max with a to our worst commercial you've ever seen. The Puppy Monkey Baby from a while ago was pretty bad. That was pretty good. John Panette was so good. He was in The Punisher too, the Thomas Jane Punisher. It was so good. I love him. Jon Stewart's great. Jon Stewart's great. Yep. John Panette's great. Great. He's like a whole Italy bit. Oh my god, it was so funny. It's so good. It was so good. Way too soon. Way too soon. Sam! Thanks for 5 members. Appreciate you. Thank you. Bo Burnham. Bro, I was talking to Johnny about this. Like, today. You don't get, I feel like, I remember in 2016 when I was sitting in the Green Bay Packers waiting room, like in the little waiting area, and Mike McCarthy walked by, the coach of my favorite football team. And it took everything within me to not be like, oh my God, like you're Mike McCarthy. And then Dom Capers walked by, and it was a little easier to control it. But it, over the years, meeting people who are, Kel, thanks for the membership, appreciate you, who are like super athletes or like are have a level of fame for whatever, what have you. I think it's really been, I don't get starstruck anymore because people are people. Chris Berman at the Combine, that was like a starstruck for me of like, oh, damn. Like, this is a guy I grew up watching. In terms of talent, Bo Burnham is up there for me for one of my like most respected, holy crap, this person has so much talent. It is commendable. Like, I am in awe of the amount of talent that they have. So, yeah, Bo Burnham's that guy. Giga Fire, you gotta pick a composer for a Tom Grossi movement. Who'd you pick? Hans Zimmer or John Williams? Also, I got Hans Zimmer tickets. You son of a gun, I was supposed to go. I'll go Daniel. That's right. Daniel, who composed The Anger from Grouch. Besides Daniel, it's Hans. It's Hans. I love John Williams. It's Hans. Gods of the Fire, most famous non-football or football-related person you've met. Met Chevy Chase. That was during my stand-up times. Met Chevy Chase. Yeah, I think that's like most probably non-football. Everything is so good. Yeah, probably non-football. Probably Chase. Unless you think the guy from This Is Us is more. But super nice guy. Super nice guy. So, yeah. Inside Special, oh my god, it was so good. Yeah, and like I'm the same age as Bo, so it hits a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder. What are you more proud of, 30 and 30 to Coach Sagas? Ooh, it's great. It's 30 and 30 though. It's 30 and 30. It's 30 and 30 was the greatest thing I've ever done. Ever. 30 and 30 changed me as a person. 30 and 30 changed me as a creator. 30 and 30 was, I've said this, like, I want to make sure like this isn't lost. And I think the people who are like a part of the community get it, but like, I'm just a dude, man. You know, I care about people. I try to help people. I like football. It's pretty simple. And I like making things. And to do that where the NFL didn't do much. They helped me with two teams, the Cowboys and the Raiders. And to just go out and do it and say to Johnny Barks, hey man, like I know you're editing a couple of videos for me. How would you like to go away for a month? Like I'll pay you. And to do that and just be like, yeah, let's just go full speed ahead. And we raised $500,000. It's a lot of money. And for sick kids, like it was the kindness of people that I met will never be forgotten. Because people were just incredible. Human beings that I encountered during 30 and 30 were incredible. They were awesome. So, yeah. No, 30-30 will always be the best thing I did. And like, I'm really excited for this international stadium tour. Like, I hope that there's a good amount of fans, but even if there aren't, like, let's just say like 2 people show up in a place, I'm going to make your country look like amazing because that's what it deserves. And that's what I did in every city. It was like, let's show off the people, the fan bases, and some cities were easier than others, and some were, difficult because of a million different reasons. Whether the team said no, or, there weren't a ton of fans or whatever. But like, it was all positive. And like, yeah, like just people are people. And like, there was just so many good people. So yeah, 30-30. Numero uno. Chris Stewart, without making a joke, favorite Seahawk player? Matt Hasselbeck. No joke. Gods and Fire. Maybe one day I'll meet my childhood hero. Yes, gonna run into this in the ground. You should. As you should. As you should. Chicago still needs a redo. I agree. Dude, Chris, Kansas City. I was talking about this with my dentist. Kansas City. Y'all tailgated like 8 hours before we were going to do the fan event in front of a stadium that didn't allow us inside. Like, bro, y'all filled the parking lot. There was over 350 people there. Like, that was insane. That was, oh my God, Kansas City was so much fun. It was so great. Yeah. Just good people, man. Just good people. Aiden, I'm going to try to announce a draft pick. James Return, leave yourself some time to deposit the cash that you get during the international tour. Probably won't be getting on an international flight with several $1,000s. Oh no, that will be a video. Please donate digitally. I can't carry around various currencies and then travel internationally the next day. Oh no, that will be said explicitly in the video. Please do not throw money at me. Please just donate digitally. Please. That was horrifying. Traveling with like $5,000, I was like, I'm terrified I'm gonna lose this money. I already donated the night I got back to the hotel. I donated that money. But good God. Terrifying. FPS, Arizona is like 106 degrees. We're all rocking. Amazing. It was so good. Guys on fire. Only wish I could somehow get my mom and I to Cincy when you were here for 30-30. Dude, Cincy was Kitty goes meow, baby. God, Cincy was so much fun. The AFC North was just so much fun. It was so great. Osfire, where'd you rank Norm Macdonald in the GOAT conversation? Ooh. Bro, his delivery is phenomenal. Yeah, I know after he passed, his moth joke went viral, but yeah, that's just the comic he was. Yeah, no, he's like, in terms of delivery, he's like top 10. He's so good. Yeah, Eric Witt, I get that. I need to wear a QR code. Yeah, that'd be good. Dude, like, it's tough, man. Like, the NFL's helping out a little bit more, which is really, really nice for this international thing. But it's me, man. Like, I'm trying to, like, book places and, like, all that stuff. Or just making it happen. Charlotte Crowd was amazing. Yeah, but, like, it's tough. There's going to be a relief. Like, next, I think that there is a very, 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 very Zach Witt tour, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So, we've gone for 3.5 hours. I think that play with success. Let's go, Jacob. Let's go. Come on now. Congrats. Damn it. I lost it. It was there. Nope. It was gone. It's gone. Nope. Had it. Gone. Congrats on the play, though. More important. Boop the kitty. Sagas. We'll see you, Packers. We'll see. Norman is a legend. It's true. Can my company make you a QR code embroidered jersey for the tour? But that's the thing. I gotta have multiple jerseys because I'm in multiple countries, man. That's it. I'm trying. Daniel D. Day one Green Bay crowd at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday was incredible. I didn't think anyone was gonna be there. I thought no one was gonna be there. Dude, it was crazy. There was people everywhere. They were everywhere. And then I was like, oh, all right, we're done with the NFC North. No one's going to show up in Cleveland. They showed up in Cleveland. Buffalo. Y'all wild in Buffalo. Like, I try not to... I need you to understand from this perspective. Like, this level of whatever the hell this is hasn't changed me. So when I like show up to a city and there are people waiting and are like, we traveled from whatever distance to come, it's crazy. It is insane. So this is still crazy. That's still crazy. Hasn't fully set in. All crazy. So, yeah, Baltimore. Oh my God. Baltimore meetup was nuts. It was nuts. And that got worked out the day of going to Jimmy's. That worked the day of. Day of. Am I a crowd of international fans? I don't know. I hope the international fans show up. If not, then I'm going to show off how awesome their country is. That's it. That's it. How do you feel about the Falcons getting Michael Penix? I think it was the wrong move at the wrong time. Could be the right player, but I think right now it doesn't look good and it won't look good for a few years. So, yeah. That's it. People who took the Acrisure Stadium tour, Heinz. I was on when you and Johnny were touring 4 hours in advance. Showed up to the meeting later and did not know you just Tree, who didn't even announce it. Yep. Pittsburgh was so much fun. Pittsburgh was, I left there, I was like, I could live here. Rapid fire. Has anyone asked you for an Albonian NFL franchise roster yet? As building a roster looks layperson would emulate if done. No, I don't think anyone's asked me for that. No. I think you would be the first. You would be the first. Yeah. Exactly, Ricky. That's what I'm saying. I drove from Boston to Buffalo meetup. Oh my God, it was so much fun though. Also, the Buffalo meetup with like, Buffalo is crazy. New England was crazy. Joe, the group that came out in the smoke in Philly was crazy. I remember sitting waiting for the art museum announcement, then racing down the parkway. Glad I have a fast car. Oh, you son of a gun, dude. We were announcing them day of. Day of. This wasn't like it's day of like Tampa. Dude, the Buccaneers literally reached out to me and were like, hey, can you tell people to disperse? Because they're just waiting around. I'm like, I don't know where we're going. So that's why for this trip, I'm trying to be a lot more proactive with it, of knowing where we're going to meet up way ahead of time. But good God, man. The stress every day. Flight, hotel, meetup every day. Badger State was fun. Badger State was so much fun. Yeah, Park Rise Stadium, exactly. It was a godsend. I completely agree. Because that saved it. And it was like a monument for folks with cancer. And I was like, okay, yeah, this works in a cajillion different ways. And it was a free place that we could also meet. So. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Things be crazy. Dude, Johnny, we still got to do the 30 and 30 documentary. We have so much footage. So much footage. It was great. What was your favorite fan of 30 and 30? Well, listen, Super Chicken was great. It's a great question. Super Chicken was great. I would say meeting the employee in St. Jude who was a fan of me was pretty crazy. that was like, oh, damn, this reaches deep. Deep. Yeah, New Orleans, I still have the jersey upstairs. New Orleans, I kept everything from 30 and 30. Except the Joker I had to give to Perna, but yeah, and the L. But yeah. It was like the definition of just putting out good and getting good back. It really was. Kismet, exactly. It was just really good. It was a really, really good time. So, yeah. We'll see. Oh, we're still live. We're still live. That's it. That's it. No, hold on. It was, hold on. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta remember. What was her name? Who gave me? Is it Aurora? That gave me Super Chicken. I think it was. I think. Super Chicken's upstairs. I'd have to go check. I think it was Aurora. I think. I'm right off the top of my head. I think so. We're rocking, Chris. We're rocking. Beach was awesome. Oh my god, that was so much fun. First time in the Pacific, baby. Laura, I think back on that day, like that was such a legitimately weather-wise, like perfect day. I was like, damn, it's like 65, like no humidity. We're rocking. Matt, we look forward to next year's drafting Green Bay, just being with fans and showing off how awesome Green Bay is. Adrian Tway coming in late after rewatching Nope again. What'd I miss? Dude, I wanted to watch Nope again. It was a good movie. That's a really, really good movie. Hell yeah. Oh, we rocking. Probably gonna hang out for a little bit more. That's it. We're rocking. I do need to go back to Seattle. I really enjoyed it. All right, Nelson. I got you. Visit the Lighthouse. Yeah, it's funny. I have a few connections now with some teams. Try to get to the Lighthouse. We try. So, would you rather go enjoy the game or get your jersey signed by Jordan Love? I have Jordan Love's signature, so I'd give it to somebody else. So, yeah. That's it. Vacant. We got it. Dude, next year in Green Bay, like, I'm trying. I am trying. I already have a place I think I'm staying, as long as things haven't changed. But yeah, it's gonna get crazy. Johnny, my favorite part was when the finale's finally done. We took vitamins and watched premiere. Dude, that was big. You're like, can you edit this, Tom? And I was like, I'm going to use my limited editing abilities and edit the ending. Yeah. That finale came out great, though. It came out great. We're a rock. International's going to be awesome. It's going to be dope. All right. I say... No, we'll go 3:45, and then I'll chug this beer, and then we'll skedaddle. To watch Gatsby with the girls, listen. With Florence and Machine. Crush it. Let's go, Cal. Last, what did I tell? Sandra and Phoenix. Yes, but in Phoenix we had the Misters for you. Listen. Arizona was so much fun. It was also the first time I really experienced dry heat for the first time. And the fact y'all were waiting out there and we were late and we were like got lost. It was so much fun. I met Thomas there too. Oh my God. It was great. Arizona was so much fun. Oh. Love it. I did not try Primanti's. I probably can't eat anything there. I would assume. I'm assuming I can't eat anything. But yeah, it was good. 30-30 was all good, man. It was all good. Dude, city of Pittsburgh, it reminds me of like a Milwaukee-esque. I just felt like they're good vibes. It was really cool. And it wasn't what I expected. I also had never been to Pittsburgh, so it was dope. I do a fan meet up in Hawaii. Dude, I'd love to go to Hawaii. I would love to go there. Never been. Richard, sir, why do dishes and you're still on? We're probably skedaddle right now, though. Yeah, because we made it about 3:45. 3 hours and 45 minutes. I think that was, that's a good Q&A. That's good. Probably going to go make myself some food. Do that. We're going to try to do the 30 and 30 documentary. Probably after this international thing. Maybe. Potentially. But folks, I appreciate the hell out of you. I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack, go. Appreciate y'all.